Welcome to the Adelaide Footy League's Community Match of the Round. As grassroots footy returns to Adelaide, we are broadcasting today from Mortlock Park for the Wakefield Clinic Division 5 clash between Colonel Light Gardens and Eastern Park. We thank our broadcast sponsors, Dartfish, Australia's most used coaching tool, Filming Footy, live stream and match day filming specialists, Sports Interactive, creating better players, one coach at a time. Catch.com.au, screaming good deals. Interchanger, run your interchange like the pros. And Archie's Footwear. Now please welcome your expert commentary team led by Vince Cosme and Peter Walsh.
Welcome one and all to Street Fleet Park. We're here today for the Wakefield Clinic Division 5 game between Colonel Light Gardens and Eastern Park. So brought to us today by catch.com.au, Dartfish, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Interchanger, Villies and Archie's Super Comfy Thongs. Fantastic day we've got out here at Colonel Light Gardens. Few light clouds, should be a fantastic game. And welcome to our co-commentator for today, Peter Walsh. And Peter, we might just digress just for a few seconds. You've obviously been to 4 Olympics. How have you seen the last 2 weeks?
Vince, thank you for your introduction. I have been oozing enthusiasm. And I really hasten to add that Australians have performed brilliantly. They've picked up 17 gold medals with still a day and a bit to go. And what I believe is going to be the real oomph is kids are seeing this. Kids are establishing hey, I like that sport. We are building on our future. Congratulations to Australia for a job well done.
Yes, has been a fantastic effort for them in the last couple of weeks. Really looking forward to this game today. This league is just so close, and with 4 rounds to go, we've still got 6 teams potentially that can win the minor premiership.
Love it when you go to a football ground and the one catch cry from the supporters is, bring in another bag of sausages, we're running out already and it's not even the end of the reserves game. That's what it's like for this game today. Plenty of oomph from the crowd.
Yes, absolutely. The Sausage King doing a fantastic job over there on the far side of the ground. And joining us today, the performance guru, Tony Neal. In he comes. Hang on, let me extend the microphone. Tony, what can you tell us about today's game?
Vince, I am so excited to be here. It's my maiden voyage as the boundary rider, folks. So I've got the goodies to give away, the beanie, the thongs. I'm going to tell you which way the wind direction is going, and I've been told it's a top of the ladder day. So here we are, top of the ladder clash, Vince.
It is indeed, First versus second here today. We really can't wait for this one to commence, and we'll now go to Tony's 2 interviews that he has done with the 2 coaches for today's game.
Well, folks, here we are, Colonel Light Gardens versus Eastern Park, and I'm joined by Chris Drage, the coach of Colonel Light Gardens. First of all, welcome, Chris.
Thank you, Tony.
So thanks so much for joining us, mate. Last game, a 2-point win versus Lockley, so a nice close one.
It was actually a cracking game of football. It could have gone either way, and you kind of feel sorry in a way for the guy that has the last kick of the day, but I've never seen anything happen like that before in my life. So it was, you take it, and it could have gone either way. It was, like I said, just a ripping game of football. So both sides played pretty similar style.
Yeah, and you come away with a win, which is most important. Today, mate, how's the squad looking and the preparation for today?
Yeah, squad's looking good. We've been lucky with injury. So as with any sort of team throughout this division, the depth's probably not huge. But we've been really lucky. Preparation just as per normal. We haven't gone about doing anything exceptionally different. We're just going through our structures and keep going forward.
And that's my next question. The strength of formation and the game plans, how critical that is that players play from siren to siren and play the whole quarter and not get distracted by the umpire and external noise. So pretty critical. Obviously, you're sitting top, so your structures must be working very well.
The structures are coming. Like I said, we're probably a team that suffered from doing a poor pre-season, in all honesty. So the structures are going to come late. The fitness is coming late, but they're starting to get their heads around it now. And it looks good when it happens, but as per anything, it looks really shit when it doesn't happen.
No, that's fair enough, and that's honesty. Key expectations from today. I see the centre bit's quite sloppy and a couple of bits around centre half forward, full forward area as well. So expectations from today?
Yeah, it's pretty sloppy out there. It hasn't sort of held up too well, the oval. Expectation, we'll just go about our structures. We'll change them as we need. We know what Eastern Park will come with, so they're a tough, hard out at side. They got all of us last time, so we need to just think about where we're going with it. But, the structure should hold up.
All right. And what are we going to see from you on a personal note as a coach? When your toes are on the white line, are you a calm man just sitting back taking things in, or are your toes on the white line, you're screaming and yelling and really getting on with getting the boys up and about? What are we going to see from you today?
I would like to say I'm calm, but that's one thing I'm not. No, I'm definitely not. I'm dancing around the white line and I'm up and about. So, yeah, as much as I don't want to be, it just gets hold of me, and that's just footy for you.
All right, and one final question. Just the boys are in the rooms, they're all oiled up, massaged, ready to go, fired up. There's a fire and brimstone going on. What's the final message to the team just before they run out?
Yeah, that's something I leave to them. I have my say in about 10 minutes' time, and then we'll have a good chat about what we want to do, what we want to achieve, and then I'll leave it up to them to get themselves up and about. They do a pretty good job of it, so no need for me to I'm just white noise to them.
Fair enough. That's an interesting perspective and very honest, and I like the outlook because if you can stay calm and that's reflected in how the players approach the game, fantastic. So thanks very much for joining us, Chris. I know you've got a lot going on in the preparation, and we wish you all the best for today. Thank you.
Thanks very much, boys. Enjoy your day.
Well, folks, this is a scoop. This is the Eastern Park standing coach at the moment, Bradley Banks. First of all, welcome, Bradley.
No worries, thank you, mate.
So a little bit of a story. Mark Kamenik is at home sick, so we wish him all the best with his recovery there. But Bradley, you're on. Just take us through what's already happened today, because you're actually the B grade coach, but there's things been happening as well in the lead up.
Correct, yeah. Just finished playing C grade and now coaching the Bs, and we'll move into the A grade job in a sec. So,
mate, fairly tipping you'll get a drive home tonight, and about 5:30 you'll be asleep in the back of the car. But that is sensational, mate. Eastern Park, they're coming strong. Second on the ladder, 43-point win versus Salisbury last game, so they're in good form.
Yeah, definitely. We had our knockers about big grounds and playing the top sides, and last week we had a very good result, so we're pretty happy with that. Come down here to another very good challenge, so we're looking forward to the contest. Yeah.
And the squad, how's the squad looking and the preparation been in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, no, we're pretty much at full strength, so we're looking very good. With the COVID, obviously set us back a few weeks, but yeah, boys bounced back well in good spirits. So we're looking the goods, I think.
Fantastic, mate. And it takes a while for the game plan to set in, but here we are, round 15, 16 sort of coming up. Strength of formation and strength of the game plan. Is there much that happens different between Bs and As, or you pretty much all follow the one game plan as such?
We've basically been working together as a group since basically October, as most clubs have been. That sort of stuff just falls in line with trainings and getting into the right mode at the start of the day. But I think our game plan should stack up. It's a bit of a bog out there, so it's going to be a lot contested. So.
Yeah, I did notice that with the condition of the ground. So just on game day as a coach, what do you like when your toes are on the white line? Are you just a calm kick back into the box bit there as you were a moment ago? The game hadn't started, or are you up on the white line yelling and screaming? What kind of coach are you on game day?
Depends on the situation going during the game. I'm normally pretty calm, but B grade I might get a bit more animated. But during the A's I'm normally pretty calm as the assistant. But we'll see how it goes today.
All right, our last question is, all the boys are all lathered up in the rooms about 2 minutes before they burst out of the club rooms there. What's your final message to the team before they come out on the ground today? Big game.
Massive game. Just give ourselves the opportunity to be in it early, stick with it, and hopefully we'll get the chocolates at the end. So.
All right, Bradley, thanks so much, mate, for stepping in. You've done a fantastic job, and we'll wish you all the best for the game today, and we'll touch elbows as we do, and all the best for today. Thank you. Bye now. Well, hello, viewers, and here we are. I can tell you now the coin toss has been won by Colonel Gardens. They will be kicking to the left of your screen. The temperature at the moment is 15 degrees. We are bathed in sunshine. 50% chance of rain. So just in case, and as you can see from the wind, a little bit over that way, about 9 kilometres. Looking at the ground conditions, a little bit muddy out here through the middle of the ground, so you're going to see the ball around the outside. And a special thing for the tips, it's a Colonel. It's a very long one. Light. Gardens, 10 points. Back to you, boys.
Well done, Tony. We love it. Good job, mate. So tip from me, quickly. I'm suggesting it's potentially going to be a win, a tight game for Colonel Light Gardens. However, I think if Eastern Park can get a win today, they are highly likely they'll finish minor premiers, Peter.
Well, Vince, my first tip is that Tony shouldn't give up his day job. He now will be affectionately called throughout our coverage of this very important game, Mary Poppins, with the umbrella. And I can tell you, it's been a very good build-up for this game. These two sides so close in terms of the ladder, and your stats have been, as usual, Vince, outstanding, giving us the bits and pieces. And speaking of outstanding, there's a couple of big boys out there standing in the middle, ready to go on a day where we don't want any further rain, and we're going to see a good contest. I'm guided by you, and only because of your knowledge, for Colonel Light Gardens to squeeze out another win.
It's going to be a fantastic game. I tell you what, if it's anything like what we were watching in the Magoos, it was very, very animated between both teams and very close. It was only the last few minutes where Eastern Park were able to kick a couple of goals and actually eke out a win by about 3 goals. It was really goal for most of the game. We're certainly expecting the same here. And just waiting. The ball is up, and you're with Peter Walsh.
Thank you, Vince. The big beefsteak, Matthew Marsden, isn't he massive? He'll play a significant part in this game. He already goes in and lays a tackle. It's back to World Championship Wrestling days as he got across, was there. We'll wait to see whether or not any breeze or any advantage to be taken in such an important clash, with 2 playing 1. And the finals, of course, not too far away. Out of the middle, Tortington off the left boot towards half forward. Tuckwell races back, can't grab it. Should be Colonel Light Gardens in defence, hanging onto the ball at centre half back before a good crowd. Always love the football, the country football, Vince. You bring your dog along, you bring along your mums and your dads and your grandmas, and they can look after the kids whilst you watch the footy.
You've got to watch the footy, and we're really looking forward to this one. Up they go again. Marsden with the tap, clean tap, ball goes inside 50. First at foray forward for Eastern Park. Handballs misses the mark there. Well collected there by, that's number 12, Sumner. Sumner, taken high there, surely. However, it might have it's come back out to Sumner. He's going to look inside and find someone on the mark here, a teammate, and the first shot at goal here for Ben McMullen. He will be kicking from around about 30 metres out on probably about a 45-degree angle, and has already got 22 goals for the year. So second in their goal kicking. Nate, that 23, that's the opening goal of the game. Second in their goal kicking behind Anthony Burgoyne, who has 40 and is running 4th in the leading tally for the ladder so far this year. But there's the opening goal to the Demons. A couple of minutes in, and they have got 1 goal 6 on the board, and the home side, Colonel Light Gardens, yet to foray forward.
Neat little pass, wasn't it?
It was. Good little pass.
Very well collected too by the man who streamed forward, got front position, and Gentle Ben, one of my favourite television shows many, many years ago, took the mark. But importantly, Vince was able to kick that goal, and that's a good start, as is Marsden with brute strength. Can't win the tap away this time. Ball to the opposite end of the spread here. This spread here is magnificent at Mortlock Park. A big tackle is the call from behind. And the one thing about being country football, there is never a doubt that you will not be able to hear all of the expletives that are screeched out by the supporters, and they're enjoying themselves. And we're hoping you are too, as this bounce will find no one getting clean possession. And we'll do it again. First time I've been here, it reminds me a little bit of the Ponderosa. Lord
yes.
Green and the Bonanza. It's a magnificent ground, as we see a quick kick by Vivian in towards full forward. Leapers are wanted, no one can take it. Rushing back down there is Gallic. Here's a defender for Eastern Park, can't get rid of it. Umpire's going to have to blow the whistle. He does. And there'll be a toss in the air. The early goal going to Ben McMullen. Eastern Park a goal, and the Demons yet to score. And in this first quarter, we've gone almost 3 minutes.
Well, drop mark there by James Conlon. He's managed to get the handball out, though. There's a shot on goal there by Kitson. It could be going all the way. It is. Geez, I chimed in at the right time there, Peter. That's 1 goal apiece here at Street Fleet Oval, Mortlock Park, as most of you will know it. And that has tied it up, and a couple of minutes apart, those goals. So only a little start there to first foray forward, and a goal there to Colonel Light Gardens, so that's evened up the scores, and we're 1 goal apiece.
What about that for a kick?
Excellent kick.
Another one of the old left footers, they get it. And he stood and went whammo, and the goal umpire did not have to move. And that sailed through to even proceedings. And I take significant notice of the prep that you do, because you know your football so well, and you indicated it might be a close game. That's what we want to see as commentators and as those that bring you the football. The Light Gardens and Eastern Park is the short pass. The kick was from Bruggioni off the side of the boot, taken by hand, and down the ground the long kick will come towards, or Billy King, who kicks into towards centre half forward, bounces loose. In defence, the clearance will come from Eastern Park back towards half back. Chance to break clear there from Vivian. One way, the other. Hand pass to Boundy. Boundy's good. Short pass was very good. Breaking clear was slamming Sam Vivian, who ran quickly. And I like the way that he could have had a ping. Now, what's the umpire doing? Is there a kick? There certainly was a mark taken. And it's going the other way around.
He's taken it away.
Yes. It looked as if that was going to be a reasonably easy shot at goal. Didn't help. So it's a goal apiece in this first term, going 5 minutes.
So ball just out of bounds right in front of our commentary position here. It's going to be thrown in. Good start. Sun-bathed here at Street Fleet Park. In it comes. Oh, massive thump forward there by Marsden. That's gone probably 20 metres forward, but out of bounds again. We'll do it all again. They've moved to the other side of the commentary box.
You know how you reckon that some players remind you of other players, etc. From he reminds me of Mick Nolan. Remember the North Melbourne galloping gasometer?
The galloping gasometer.
He's a big boy.
Up he goes. Oh, that time Conlon's able to get around in front and get the tap down. Good tap down. Short kick forward now at half forward. Excellent tap on there by Emmett Wood. The kick forward there has gone right to the forward pocket, and that looks like it's going to go out of bounds. It is.
Yeah, boys, just those last few forays forward, Colonel Light Gardens, you see them just bombing up into the air and getting it forward, and there was a nice pass, player taken out and back play, but of course the one goal at the other end was from a precise kick forward, so a little bit of different way of entering the 50s.
No, excellent work there, Tony. So the ball comes back in, bit of a scramble here in the forward pocket.
And we'll
do it all again.
Vince, a lot of people calling up to see whether Tony's available for work during the week with his skills. It's being adept to quite a few jobs here. That's what we like, multi-talent. And we're seeing that from all and sundry. Big gathering in the press box and a good gathering here to see the ball come forward with Conlon. Thumping kick into towards centre half forward. No one can take it. It's going to be chipped back out of the pack. Bounces clear into the back pocket. Should be a hand pass there for Eastern Park to get them out of trouble. Kick towards half-back, and that's better. Neat hand pass on the way. Taken there by Isaac Downey. He's kicked around towards centre wing, and it'll be Eastern Park with one of the few players there in long sleeves, Vince, to bring them forward.
Yeah, good work there by Isaac Downey. Only 16 years old, playing for the league side, which is great to see the youngsters coming through. So ball inside 50 here for Eastern Park. Tackle's been applied. Umpires let it go. Kick out there by Sean Ingram. Gets it out towards, but it's going to be collected straight away there by Williamson, one of their better players. Quick kick inside. Looking for Burgoyne there. He's gone out towards the pocket, but he's missed his target there in Peter Diedrichsen, and that's gone out of bounds. In fact, it might be out of bounds on the full. It is. So relieving kick here for Colonel Light Gardens at half back. So it looks like it's going to go straight down the line. Pulls the kick. Good kick. Excellent kick. Good mark there taken by Boundy. So Boundy straight off in towards the forward 50. One-on-one contest. Mark not taken. Excellent ball from behind. Oh, the player there has just missed it. It's going to go in, and there's going to be a goal here kicked by Sean. Is that Sean Ingram? That is unbelievable. We called him at half-back there about 30 seconds ago. That is excellent running. And that's the second goal on the board there for the home team. So the Lions go to 2 goals 12, leading Eastern Park, who had the opening goal of the game, on 1 goal 6. We're just going to keep an eye on Alex Steff here, who seems to be limping off through the middle of the ground. So we'll just see if we can get some news on not looking too good there, favouring, looks like he's favouring the right leg. So we'll see if we can get Tony to give us a little bit of an update maybe at quarter time there, Peter.
Yes, he doesn't look too good, which is a significant wound. 8 minutes gone in the term, and we see a substitution being made on the opposite side of the ground with Adam Bruggioni going off for a sit down. And we're going to wait now. It's good, sensible work now from those who are involved in the promotion of this football game to wait for the injured player to be taken all the way from the ground. And now we can restart and give Marsden a chance to tap it away. Couldn't do so. He'll go back in for his helping serve. Not necessary. Taken by Ian Williamson to half forward. Williamson's kick marked in defence by Preston. Preston's kick is neat and tidy. Steph will take the mark. Plays on from centre wing. Kick for the Gardens team in towards half forward. Paddle to loose ball. Who's going to gather? MacGyver goes in, number 1. Can't gather, and it'll be a hand pass clear, and it could go the way of the Gardens, who are push and shove. Umpire's watching closely, and there will be no decision. That will be, give it to me, I'll throw it in the air. Score check. We have 2 goals to the Demons and Eastern Park 1, and we've gone almost 9 minutes of this first quarter.
So ball in centre, it gets pulled out, handball comes out there, looking for Emmett Wood, the captain, gets the handball out. Good work and good running there from George. George kick inside 50, what's going to happen here? It's just bowled over past 4 players. Eastern Park now look like they're going to have the opportunity to mop up. First one there is Tuckwell, goes one way, then the other way. Short kick, and he's done well, found Zach Owen. So he's gone out towards the back 50. Another short kick out, and it's now the opportunity for Eastern Park. Oh, they've spotted something up. Oh, that just got to where it's got to go to Adam Hahn. He's gone inside. So they're good work here from Eastern Park. There's about 4 or 5 kicks. They're building. The ball's still at half back though. Another kick onto a leading player. That's an excellent kick and a good mark there taken by Knapp. So Knapp now looking to go inside 50. That kick's only just dropped a little bit short there of Burgoyne. Opportunity here for Conalite Gardens to clear the ball, and they will do, and the mark's been taken at half back, and that's been taken by Sam Tom.
There's Sam. Got the bowl cut. Looks $1 million. His kick doesn't quite reach that currency because it didn't hit the target. It's at centre wing. Who'll gather? Good pick up there by Conlon. Best and fairest last year. Kicks to the half forward line. And the bounce is going to favour who? Number 99. Love it out there. Gallick was chasing it. It is not going to get a stat because he didn't pick it up cleanly enough, but he's going to be back in there for perhaps the ball to come in his direction. Not so. Bounces over the line, and there is a throw in. So we'll just check what is happening here. Magnificent day for football. Kitson and Bruggioni, I think, the 2 goal scorers for Colonel Light. McMullen for Eastern Park. 2 goals to 1 goal. And I'm reckoning we're over 10 minutes into this first quarter of pretty reasonable sort of a day, Vince.
Yeah, it's a reasonable day and a reasonable game too. So looking forward to how this one's going to pan out. There's a tight start. It got off in a little bit of a flurry, but it's just settling down now as players do. There's just the ramifications with with 6 teams in out of the 9 here, still with the opportunity to finish minor premiers is amazing. You know, the ramifications about even more so losing this game more than winning it are going to be huge. So this contest could go right down to the wire. Kick out towards half back. Ball spills free. Another kick out. Well, that's going to go and come straight back in here for Colonel Light Gardens. They're going to have the opportunity here to bring the ball inside 50, which they do. Player in front there, Tuckwell, couldn't take the mark, but the ball's now come out towards the middle of the park. That's held there, Sumner, and he'll get the opportunity with the free kick here. Held without the ball. Quickly plays on out towards the wing. Got a free player out here. Tom Downey, 18-year-old brother of Isaac. Ball goes in towards forward 50. 1, 2, 3 grabs Burgoyne. Couldn't take it. Handball's out to the space. Overrun, and Colonel Light Gardens with the numbers. Oh, that could almost be called holding the ball. Not called, umpire. Picked up now by McLean. Gets the handball out. String of handballs. The ball's going to come out wide, and that will now be taken by Dodson, who gets the short kick out towards Emmett Wood, the captain. And there's an opportunity. Oh, his handball has been picked off here by Colonel Light Gardens. Is that holding the ball? It is. And they will now have the opportunity to go in towards half forward.
Yes, that was frustration personified, because you're in control and you think to yourself, we can go ahead with it, but not to be. So the big switcheroo, and the ball to Bruggioni, who has it now on the left boot 50 from goal. He kicks probably 45 into the square. It didn't quite make the distance, but the elevation was just there for his teammate to leap up and take the grab in that forward pocket. And that's Nicholas Patterson wearing number 18. Thank you, Vince, as Patterson drags down the mark. And he will kick it goal for only about 20 metres out. Starts the movement forward. Should be bread and butter. He's kicked 33 so far, and now he's kicked 34. There's a man in white gear standing behind the goal umpire, rendering a lot of assistance, but making it look from where we are as if he's the second goal umpire. It's a goal. It's a big one, all right. And the score is 3 goals to 1 goal, and we've gone almost 14 minutes. Tony?
Yeah, look, you could see the Colonel Gardens there, a really good clearance out of the back line, and as soon as that player got the ball, they all spread. The captain almost let them down with that handball, but they got the 2 or 3. It wasn't quite a coast-to-coast. Got down there for the goal, so very good there. I'll tell you one thing we're seeing at the moment, Division 5 football, but there's still a hell of a lot of player movement from one end of the ground to the other, like the migrating wildebeest in spring. But we'll just see how the fitness goes in the heavier ground as the game wears on, gents.
Thank you. Up it goes. Marsden having a rest in the ruck, and that tap was by Carter. Ball now spills towards the Eastern Park forward line, inside 50 now. It's a bit like a rolling maul. They've got the ball in towards 40 out, but giving away the free kick. Free player out here. He can have a cup of tea. That's number 28, McLean. McLean goes up towards half forward. Bruggioni not looking at the ball. And his opponent there takes the mark. I think he was waiting for someone else to come in and actually fly for that, but it didn't happen. Oh, big fly there from Dodson. Couldn't quite take it. And well tackled from Diedrichsen, and the umpire's going to come over right in front of us here on centre wing. It's 3 straight Colonel Light Gardens, 1 straight to Eastern Park.
Gee, that was almost a spectacular grab. You see a lot of athletes flying all over the place at all of the different parks that we visit. Kick now by Freeman in towards full forward, bounces, rolls, kicked off the ground, maybe, not quite there. Ian Williamson, he got near it. Couldn't shove the sides 13s into the bag of wind. But in doing so, it didn't matter all that much, because guess what? His teammate Nathan MacGyver was following down. He picked it up and he banged the ball away from only about 35 metres out, and he's put it through for a goal. 2 straight to 3 straight in this first quarter. We've gone 15 minutes. Tony?
Yeah, guys, as you expect from a top two teams battling it out, just that player was 50-60 metres off the ball, but mentally in the game, and he swooped in on that ball, and not the best kick out, swooped in on it, picked it up, and geez, that's costly, straight through for a goal. Back to you, boys.
Yes, indeed it is. So that breaks that run of 3 goals by the home side. So it's 3 goals to 2. Very entertaining start. Up they go. Neither ruckman can actually get clean tap, but it's coming up towards Colonel Light Gardens, just inside 50. Excellent mark in the back line by Clifton. Not paid. Obviously, has to play on. Short kick was out there towards Tuckwell, but he couldn't take it. Chance here for Colonel Light Gardens for Sundstrom. Sorry, no, that's number 23, Stansborough. Stansborough has a flying shot there, and that has gone through. That's the first minor score for the game to the home side. So they're 3-1-19 to Eastern Park, 2 straight.
And Vince, I'm being extremely complimentary when I make this comment about the scoreboard. When you come to some venues, the first thing you do is you look to see what the score is. That is like reading a book. You need to know what's going on. This is a small one, but I'll give you the tip. It's exactly what we need. You come to the ground, you turn, you have a look, and it's being well attended over there by 6 people. And I say to those people, well done, you're providing that service. It is like a book. Come to the footy, open up the pages, and you'll see the score. And there's some good scores that have been produced so far in this quarter, as we see a mark taken by Brenton Carter, who will clear the ball to centre wing, clears it spectacularly. And there's a teammate down there with a bit of moving pictures all over his body, and that's Christopher Knapp.
So ball in towards 50. There's Burgoyne, gets the handball out, gives that to Williamson. Williamson with a shot on goal from about 40 out. It's just gone to the left-hand side. So back-to-back minor scores, or 1 to each side, I should say. The first minor scores, back-to-back first minor scores for both teams. 3-1 to 2-1.
And gents, just to reiterate, remembering at Eastern Park are being coached by Bradley Banks today, who's actually the B grade coach. We send our wishes out to Mark Kamenick at home and hope that he recovers very quickly watching this broadcast. And of course, Bradley Banks played C grade, coached the B grade, and now coaching the A grade out here in first versus second.
And whilst we've got you, Tony, breeze conditions, where we're sitting, we're in our little caravan. What's it like out there?
Yeah, a little bit to the left of screen, but only a zephyr.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Wouldn't cool your pie down, Peter.
Well, it's worth a goal at the moment at the 18-minute mark.
Oh, it's a good game. It's a good stout. It's a good Saturday afternoon at the footy.
And that's a good grab.
It's Tuckwell who got involved, but he's not going to get the ball because the guy who's got it is from the opposition. The ball banged long and long and long and strong in towards the half-forward line. The fist will be all right. We'll go in the direction there on number 6 out there, Luca Boundy. Couldn't get rid of it. Now it bounces clear. Neatly picked up by Alex Tuckwell. He, for the Eastern Park side, knocks it forward, and I reckon it might have gone over the boundary line. Yes, we can see through a sea of colour, so there'll be a throw in. Tight game, good scrap. We've only gone 15 minutes, so lots to go in this game of football from Mortlock Park.
So big kick forward there by Conlon, but that's going to go out of bounds in front of the gazebo out there, just over around about 20 metres around from the Colonel Gardens goal. So
they're going to coffee sent over from the
gazebo. Probably will. So in it comes again. Dangerous position here. It's been taken out of the ruck. There's a kick right towards the goal square. That's off hands. It's only a couple of metres out. Opportunity here. Bruggioni's got it again. He's got his second. And that's number 4 for Colonel Gardens here. So 20-minute mark. We just ticked into time on, and they go to 4-1-25, and they lead the visitors 2-1-13.
Yeah, interesting stat, boys. The 5 of the last 8 inside 50s had actually been Eastern Park ways. They got a bit of a flow on there, and then you see what happens there. Colonel Gardens, very good. They get it down, and how good is it when you get it down there and it actually goes through for a goal? It doesn't come back out over your head. So well done to Colonel Gardens.
See, there's a lot to like about Adam Bruggioni, if you don't mind. Isn't he quick?
Yeah, one of their better players, probably one of their most consistent players, and now that's taken him to a tally of 25 goals for the season. Up they go again. Oh, just slipped over there, Conlon. Ball still in the middle. Ball bounding around at the moment. Opportunity here for Colonel Gardens again to go forward, but it's picked up and tackled immediately there, just backward of centre. Eastern Park. And now up it goes again. This time Conlon gets a tap. Good tap straight down to Vivian. Vivian's kick forward in towards forward order. That has clean bowled McLean there. But Bruggioni, don't tell me he's got 3. Oh, yes, he has. He's sharked that beautifully. What a first quarter from Bruggioni. Tony, give him the thongs now. 3 goals in the first quarter. And then suddenly it's skipped out to 5-1-31 to 2-1-13.
Well, considering McMullen kicked the first goal of the game, and then you're thinking, oh, it'll take a little bit of time to settle. We saw the big fella in Matthew Marsden getting involved early in the piece. But the settling has gone by way of Colonel Gardens, who've kicked 5 of the next 6 goals.
Well, it's suddenly a 3-goal breeze, not a 1-goal breeze.
It's a good, strong, bold effort by the team called Colonel Gardens. And they're going to go in at a quarter time you would expect, with a nice little lead as we've gone some 22 minutes of this first quarter. And it's now time for Eastern Park to go forward and try and respond. The ball is tapped well in the direction of Clemens. Clemens over the top, taps it back towards Sumner. Good kick, Sumner. Oh, dropped the centre half forward. Woe is me. Dear, oh dear. Rushing back is McMullen. He got rid of it quickly. Into a high tackle. No, it's O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin kicks forward there for Eastern Park into the true centre half forward position. But they are being smothered spectacularly by a very strong defensive mode provided there by the side that's kicked 5 goals, and they'll relieve the pressure now. They sit on 5-1-31 to 2-1-13. The lead is enjoyed by Colonel Gardens.
So good tap down there from Conlon. Again to Vivian. They've certainly got some good synchronisation happening there. Kick goes out wide to Preston. Preston's long kick towards half forward. Big pack forms, all falling heavily. There was Sam Tom, and that gives the opportunity here for Eastern Park through Diedrichsen to be able to clear the ball. He's decided to go on the left, out towards the wing. Oh, his kick's been intercepted. Vivian's got it again, and liking his game. He's getting a lot of the ball in the first quarter. What's he going to do out on centre wing here? Assessing his options. Now goes down the line, likes what he sees. Bruggioni, he's everywhere like Chicken Man. On the left. Don't tell me he's going to kick 4. Bouncing. And it's off the ground. What's happened there? Oh, it's still in play. Oh, no, now it's just gone out of bounds. Kick off the ground from that ball that looked like it was going to bounce through. Just bounced straight up in the air. And it's actually gone out on the full. And relieving kick here is going to be taken by Eastern Park.
Well, they're under siege at the moment. They are under siege, Eastern Park. And from the point of view of Colonel Light Gardens, they have not endured this first quarter. There's a grab by Freeman at half-back. He's stripped of the ball. It bounces loose. Who can take control? Emerging. Good running out there by Vivian. Into what's full forward. Kick's all right. Mark's better. Kick was all right. I reckon that's our mate down there again in Patterson, who might have crept across and taken the grab. He's got a bushy haircut, and he's going to turn around, and on the back of his jumper, if he's got 18, he's got Mr. Patterson, and another chance for another 6-point result. And look, the feel in the game at the moment, and it is Patterson, is all of the venom that's being provided is by the side who have the pill. Nicholas Patterson, 20 out, almost directly in front, hammers it home. Excuse me, he's kicked 2, Bruggioni's kicked 3, Kitson's kicked 1, and the side that's kicked that goal has just kicked butts. They are playing brilliantly. 6-1-37 to 2 straight 12, Tony.
Boys, just quickly, talk about players being built for the day. Sam Vivian there, number 40 in the middle, little nuggety bloke, but he was the one who took that mark down the other end first of all, got a free kick, sorry. He then pushed it out down the ground. It came back, he cut in front and took a mark in the wing, and he then did that third kick there. He's had a little bit of a purple patch, but I've just been tracking him. If you isolate one player and watch him, he stays in the middle of the ground. He doesn't go out wide too often, and he's picking up a heap of touches, and he's there in the midfield again, little number 40. Keep an eye on him.
Up it goes. Wow, they have just taken control of this game. Colonel Light Gardens playing like a top side should, and against another contender, they're making a statement early in this game. Opportunity here, though. Kick forward from Williamson, goes deep, but they've intercepted again. Their defence has been superb in this first quarter, and Harrison Lang's got it. He's going to take his time now. Nearly 26 minutes. Which way is he going to go? Heads out towards our commentary side. Kick out towards the wing. One-on-one there. Can't quite take the mark, Wood, the captain. Sharked here beautifully by O'Loughlin. His kick goes inside 50, ill-directed. Another opportunity here for Colonel Light Gardens, and suddenly the ball's back inside their 50. Well, Bruggioni lurching again. That's number 24, Bryce Smith, who's got it. But it's going to be cleared here by Diedrichson. Goes out towards the middle of the ground. But again, Colonel Light Gardens are going to be banging this ball back in. They have had a heap of inside 50s. Kick towards 50. Can't quite take the mark there, McLean. Ball on the ground, but tackles applied. This could be holding the ball. No, the umpire is going to come in and say, I will ball it up.
Let's see if we can work out at quarter time how many Bruggianis are on the ground, because he's everywhere. He has been outstanding. He's waiting for the result of this tap from the umpire, and he won't get the chance now as it's cleared wide towards the half-back line and bounces over for a throw-in before a gathering over there who are looking a bit nonplussed at the moment. That's the side from Eastern Park who kicked the first goal, but nothing really has gone right since, and it's been the finesse and the delivery and the speed of Colonel Light Gardens. Now the throw-in comes in, and I'm reckoning the umpire might say no, do that again. It's a bit hard out there for the young bloke because he's got to get it up high in the air. He does. Who can gather? It's out towards Diedrichson, who almost had it but then lost it. That's danger. Short pass is on! Excuse me, down the throat of the man who led out spectacularly. Patterson was on the move. Let's give Patterson some credit. But Vince, those that were swarming down the ground, they knew where he was going. Yep. He was heading for a parking space. He takes it now. He's kicked 2, and he's 30 out directly in front. It's no gimme. He's on his way in now. He delivers. And let's just wait, because the goal umpire, yes, he is a goal umpire. He eventually had to move because it sailed straight over his scone, and Patterson's kicked 3. And what a first quarter. This is amazing. This is extraordinary. 7-1-43. to 2-1-13, the margin 30 points. Bruggioni 3, Patterson 3, and Eastern Park should grab the next bus on the way back into Adelaide and do something about what's happening.
Well, I think we're going to have to split those songs. I think Bruggioni's the left footer, Patterson's the right footer. I reckon we've got it sorted out. Ball up in the middle, out towards the outer side. But again, Eastern Park seem to be getting a lot of work, good traction out of the centre, but they just, the back line of Colonel Light Gardens just playing superbly. Another chance here for Eastern Park. That's a better kick, but no, it's intercepted. Good intercept by the captain, Emmett Wood, and he's off towards the outer side. What's he got out there? Looks like Sam Tong. Is he going to be the first one? There's going to be everyone over the boundary line, and we'll have a ball up again right in front of the Eastern Park bench.
Just a quick one, boys. You see the ruckman is number 15 for Eastern Park, and he's lucky to be about 6'1", and number 16 to the left of the screen there is at centre half back, and he looks almost 7 foot, Brenton Carter. But the runners of Colonel Light Gardens are getting the ball past centre half forward, so it's not being in the air for him. I'd like to see him maybe look at putting Brenton Carter into the ruck. He's a tall bloke for a centre half back. He's got a foot on his opponent out there. Just keep an eye on that.
Well, Matthew Marsden's at full forward. He's the man who started the game in the first ruck. He is without question the biggest player on the ground, but he wouldn't be the most agile, and I'm not being critical, I'm being factual, I hope. But he's spending his time in the forward line, and they're just not getting the ball down there. And in the meantime, the Light Gardens, who are lighting up what's going on, and that siren, I think, is what I heard.
He's going to provide some relief for the away team because they have just been swamped in this first quarter after kicking the opening goal. Colonel Light Gardens 7-1-43. Eastern Park 2-1-13. What a start from the home side here at Street Fleet Park. They have made a statement in this first quarter, opened up a 30-point margin. We need a point to take a bit of a breath here after what we've seen here, and we'll be back shortly to analyse what has happened here in the first quarter.
Check out Catch, where everyday Aussies are getting great deals, like Justin's Timber Rake, Sylvester's Cologne, Celine's Dijon, and Camilla's Pasta Bowls. For millions of products, everyday Aussies, check out Catch.
Need a quick and easy low-rate car loan? With no monthly fees and an amazing low rate, a variable car loan from Police Credit Union has never been better. Plus, apply by 10 a.m. and you could get your money the same business day. Visit Police Credit Union for a low-rate car loan.
Check out Catch, where everyday Aussies are getting great deals, like Justin's Timber Rake, Sylvester's Cologne, Celine's Dijon, and Camilla's Pasta Bowls. For millions of products, everyday Aussies, check out Catch. Check out Catch, where everyday Aussies are getting great deals, like Justin's Timber Rake, Sylvester's Cologne, Celine's Dijon, and Camilla's Pasta Bowls. For millions of products, everyday Aussies, check out Catch.
Welcome one and all. Okay, so welcome back here to Street Fleet Park. 7-1-43 to 2-1-13. That was an absolute blitz from the home side here in the first quarter, Peter.
Outstanding football. They lost the initiative in the early seconds when a goal was kicked by McMullen. But I won't say the floodgates opened, but I will say they were very, very adept, Vince, at moving the ball quickly. And they had someone who might have just returned from Tokyo out of the 100 metres. Adam Bruggioni, he was electrifying. He kicked 3 goals. He's now kicked 26 for the year. And he had significant support from Nicholas Patterson. Up forward, he kicked 3. And I'll tell you what, I've got to shake my head in disbelief. They were outstanding. Tony, what have you done?
Righto, gents. Well, I've been out to Eastern Park, and I'll tell you what, there was a lot of chatter out there. There's also a lot of self-belief. It was good to see some of the team leaders actually pull the players in and have a bit of a chat. They said they're playing ordinary and to please stay positive. So I think there's a lot of self-belief out there. They need to also look at a couple of tactics. So I won't let too much go, but Eastern Park's wings were pushing in, whereas Colonel Gardens' wings were staying out. So they were getting caught out there. They're going to push a player back for the intercept mark. They need a lift from their crummers and also a lift from their midfield. So we'll just see whether this is the scoring end down this way. Back to you, gents.
Thanks very much, Tony. Yes, well, it's good to see that Big Marsden's gone straight back into the middle. They started well while he was there, and as soon as he went to forward, it just seemed like Colonel Gardens were able to get on top in the middle and actually take ascendancy, which in fact they absolutely did. So here we go. It's Conlon, Marsden, straight away. Marsden with the tap. What can they do with it? Couple of handballs coming out wide here. Looking here on the for Tuckwell. So Tuckwell's got it. Goes in short. Back to Marsden. Back in the centre circle. Plays on. Now there's the long kick inside 50. Where are all the forwards? Oh, couldn't quite take the mark there, Williamson. Opportunity here again. Excellent defence from Colonel Gardens, and that's a fantastic kick out towards Emmett Wood, the captain on centre wing. His kick inside 50. It's going to be intercepted, and he's gone with the torpedo back towards the Eastern Park half forward, and that's a very, very good piece of work there from Morgan Freeman, we call him, and he's going to now put the ball inside 50.
On the right boot, across his body, fisted away to the safety of the boundary line. It wobbles, takes its turn for the worst or the better, depending on where you are, or from our point of view, if we can see out of a caravan, it's still rolling towards the boundary and over. And just at the start of this quarter, you saw Marsden, and then you saw Emmett Wood, the captain of the opposition. The size, or the difference in size, Emmett Wood, he hit the scales at about 52 the next ride at Morfordville if he wanted one. And Big Marsden has to develop something. He's got to really get the players involved and get them up and running, Vince. They're starting slowly.
So quick kick out from that foray forward. It's going to come straight back though. They've started well again, as they did in the first quarter. Tuckwell kick inside 50. He's got a target there. That's Christopher Knapp. So Knapp's going to have a look at it from 50. Thinks he's got the distance in him here. He'll be probably kicking from just inside the centre square. Not a lot of distance between the 50-metre line and the square here, but he's going to kick from around about 55. Lovely looking long kick. It's going to make the distance, but it's just fading to the right-hand side. First score of the second quarter, again, as it did in the first quarter, goes to the visitors. This time it is a minor score. They go to 2-2-14, trailing by 29 points.
How big a roost was that? It was a massive kick, wasn't it?
Big kick there.
Yeah, absolutely. Now into play, we're going to see Billy King decide to play on, decide to run, and then decide to kick the ball from half-back. He gained probably 20 to 25 metres from playing on, around towards the half-back flank. Loose ball is gathered. MacGyver kicks in towards the forward pocket. Trying to get some movement down there for him. Some of these forwards. He gets some movement, kicking towards full forward bounces, and on the run through, good defensive work by Harrison Lang. And there'll be a behind registered. So it's now 2-3-15 to 7-1-43. Early stages of this second term, as we see a scramble from where we are, and there will be, I would expect, either a boundary throw in or a bounce. I can't quite see around the corner, but you can, Vince. So you can
Okay,
call it.
so I reckon it's a boundary throw-in. Indeed it is. So the ruckman will go at it again. Oh, kicked straight off the of the boundary throw-in. Kicked forward by Colonel Light Gardens. Intercepted there by Eastern Park. There's a flying shot on goal, and that looks like a very good defensive mark's been taken there by Tuckwell again. And, oh no, just through. No, he's taken the mark. So I thought it might have just gone over the line, but he's actually kicked that over the line, and that's gone in for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, very quickly, the talk was about self-belief and, seeing whether they can match them and actually beat them. First 4 inside 50s to Eastern Park so far.
Need to score. Need to, if possible, nail something for the aggression that they have discovered or rediscovered. And there's a good grab in defence, neatly taken. It's King down there, he'll go the hand pass. And the Light Gardens team run with some speed. The ball hammered back to the centre of the ground. It'll be a 2-on-1. A good pick up there by O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin hammers the ball into the centre half. Well, that is not going to be paid a mark. I think it's going to be paid a push. I'll tell you what, though, Vince, it wasn't a bad grab in the finish. A good mark taken down there. And Colonel Light Gardens will relieve the pressure.
So centre wing, outer side of the ground. And that will be a boundary throw-in. The ball's just trickled over. So it's just an interesting part of this game. There's Eastern Park are making a little bit of a statement here, but as you mentioned, Peter, they've got to get some reward for their effort. First foray forward here for Colonel Light Gardens. Hasn't quite got inside 50. Tuckwell's got it. Handball forward. Oh, it's coming back now to Torkington, but he's fumbled it. Now there's an opportunity here for Eastern Park. Ball out wide. There's Preston. Goes on the left. Short kick. Good kick. Found the free player there in Sam George. Sam George goes short as well. Now there's the opportunity to go inside 50. Ending up here with Boundy. Boundy's on the left. And a wobbly kick. I think that's gone through for a minor score. It has opening score for the term for the home side, and that is a behind. So we've gone 5 minutes here, and it's a little bit of an arm wrestle at the moment.
It is. Now, I hasten to add, I'm certainly not working for a real estate agency of any description, but what a beautiful view, the vista here that we've got, looking out over where the baseball membership area is, and the ground itself out here. I've never been here before, Vince, and we had a lot of the young baseballers playing before the football start. Isn't it a beautiful vista? It's
a fantastic setting, and when we do get a wider shot, to have a look at the hills in the background and all the residences up in that area, it's a fantastic part of the city here. So ball now, centre wing in dispute. Slap forward, first one there might be Morris Freeman, and beats him over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in, half forward here for Eastern Park, still pressing. What they've done is they're always the first job when you do get the jump on you is to stem the tide. Now they've done that in the first 6 minutes. They've actually wrestled back the momentum. They must get some reward. Good tap there from Conlon. Wasn't able to be sharked by his teammate on the outer side. Then we'll have another boundary throw in. That ball's going nowhere. The big Chris Snap there trying to bust through, but we'll have a ball up it goes. Ball in dispute once again. Now there's an opportunity for a ball inside 50. It is 1-2 bites at it there, Gallic. I think he's going to be paid the mark. Free kick doesn't really matter. Almost going to play on. But now going to go back, have a set shot. Probably going to kick from about 45. Or try it again, maybe with the handball. They're awake to it though, Colonel Light Gardens. They're going to force him now. Umpire's not going to reverse that.
I reckon he will.
Yes, he is. Deary me. Very, very silly play from his teammate there, Tony.
Yeah, Big Benny Gallic, just for a big bloke, was down below his knees out on the wing. Reward for effort there. Was going to have a shot for goal, his second effort. Player came in and remonstrated. They are being a little bit more physical, I've noticed, Eastern Park, and I was actually going to mention that at the next break. Keep an eye on them. They're getting very physical at the player and at the ball, but you've got to do it at the right time, gentlemen.
Not when your teammate's having a shot for goal, Christopher Knapp.
No, Chris would be saying to himself, I don't know whether there's any rabbits on this ground, but if there were and there are a few holes, I'd dive down one, because the need was cool heads, and that didn't prevail. Now, I've got some information sharing in a moment, which even astounds me because I can understand what I'm going to say. And I'll give you some information you need to know in just a second as we see Billy King down the ground in towards centre half forward. Patterson's out there over the top. Chance for on the left foot a goal. 17 runs forward and kicks through for a behind. That's Sam George. Now the situation is simple. I'm being told by all and sundry, make sure you tell the punters out there how to get in contact with what we're doing. YouTube.com/filmingfooty. I'll do it again. YouTube.com/filmingfooty. You can look at what's going on and pull our broadcasting to pieces as we see Colonel Light Gardens pulling Eastern Park to pieces.
They do, and it's Bryce Smith, the hero from 2 weeks ago. This time it's him having the shot for goal, not standing the mark. So he's got the ball inside 50 to be having a quick shot on goal. Tony.
Yeah, just those last 3-4 rows forward for Colonel Light Gardens. It's like they must have a bad smell or something because social distancing abounds. Players been allowed to run free inside that 50. So away we go with the kick, Vince.
So Bryce Smith, he was the hero 2 weeks ago. He's got the opportunity to be the hero in the second quarter here and kick the opening goal, which he does. And that's the first goal of the second quarter. That goes to Bryce Smith. And after nearly 10 minutes of a lot of pressure from Eastern Park, they've given up the first goal. That'll be quite disappointing for them. And it's now 8-3-51 to 2-3-15.
Extraordinary. Ladder after round 14 was Light Gardens 9-3-18. That's 9 wins, 3 losses, 18 points. And Eastern Park 8 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw and 17 points. And the percentage separation is only 1. That was after round 14. The expectations were that this might be a close game. It still might be a close game, but at the moment it's not, as the defensive mark is taken by Blake Dodson. Goes the short pass. Well, there's got to be a head count. There are players all over the place. Billy King's one of them. Got rid of it to his teammate, racing through in Ingram. Ingram's kick wasn't marked there by MacGyver. He'd be disappointed at halfback. Tapped across by way of Boundy, who's kicking to full forward offline and bounces through for a behind. So a low-scoring second term, as you mentioned, Vince. Only the 1 goal scored. And with the time check now ticking over to almost 11 minutes, 8-3-51 to 2 goals. What have we got there? 2-3. So it's 8-4-52 to 2-3-15 in this second term. We've gone 11 minutes.
Yet we have balls now on centre wing. Pack forms. 1-2 bites at it there. O'Loughlin couldn't take it, but it's going to be Colonel Light Gardens with the opportunity to bring the ball forward again. Just sitting at half forward. Big pack forms. I think umpire's going to pick out a free kick. It is. It's going to go to Colonel Light Gardens. And that'll go to Louis Preston. So Preston with the long sleeves. Rolls around on the right. Kicks inside. Good kick. Mark taken by big Nick Patterson. And he's looking for... He's looking to go ahead of Bruggioni now and kick his 4th. So... Nick Patterson, wow. They, again, they've stemmed the tide here, Colonel Light Gardens, and they've just come out, and he's looking for goal number 37. In fact, if he keeps going like this, he might actually catch Anthony Burgoyne, who's on 41, who's 4th at the moment. So Patterson, tell you what I like about the way he goes about it is he's got a really relaxed and quite simple routine that he goes through. Ball comes down well onto the boot, and we're seeing consistent results. That is 4 straight for Patterson. 9-4-58 to the home side. They are making a statement.
5 inside 50s have all been Colonel Light Gardens, and that's what we were talking about before, Vince. You hit the nail on the head. Patterson, wasn't that a beautiful kick? It was like he was in the backyard just going to have a little 10-metre kick. He's probably 45 out and kicked it well over 50 metres, nice and relaxed. But that's the important bit. You get it down forward and someone finishes off for you. They're a cracking team, this Colonel Light Gardens team.
Yeah, they're playing well. They are playing magnificent football. Their brand is simply outstanding, even though we're not even at half-time. And can you imagine following them into a local hotel at the end of the day and they can all yell out, "We'll all have a light. We'll all have a light," and they can have a light too because It is a demonstration of fine football heading towards the middle of August. There's a kick in the air from Stansborough towards centre wing. Doesn't travel anywhere in particular. And the umpires, who look magnificent, proudly sponsored by Channel 9, they get across their vents with their baseball caps on too. They always wear the greens, don't they?
They do. Up it goes. Ball in dispute again. Now there's an opportunity here. Handball out by, that'll be Sumner, goes in towards 50. It's picked up by O'Loughlin. What can he do with it? Gets it back to Sumner. Another handball. Series of handballs ends up here with Williamson. Williamson with the kick out wide. He's got a spare player out there. So now they've got the chance to set up here Eastern Park. In it goes. And, gee, that looked like he's almost taken that on the lead. He's got his Guernseys mixed up there because Colonel Light Gardens here with the opportunity to clear, and that's gone straight to Sam Vivian.
Vivian, halfback, steadies, takes his time. Something's going on here because he had two players to choose from. Picked out one, who then picked out another. That's Billy King at halfback. He plays on with a handball, and they brought the ball down the ground in brilliant fashion. But for as much as they look good when they brought the ball down, good mark there by Zach Owen in defence for Eastern Park, who were down and in bother. 2-3-15 to 9-4-58. Almost 15 minutes gone in this second term, and not too much action in the second term in terms of goals and behinds. 2-2 to 2 behinds. And Vince at 9-4-58 to 2-3-15. This is a significant shellacking at the moment by way of Colonel Light Gardens.
Oh, well, it is. They are in and red hot today. In fact, the last game they'd lost was in round 8, I think it was. It was actually a 40-point loss to Eastern Park that day. So they are certainly turning the tables here, and it's likely what we're seeing here, it's going to be a similar margin.
Yeah, just keep an eye out to the left of screen. They've left Ben McMullen out on his own at Eastern Park. All the players have pushed up the ground. It's a one-on-one, about 40 to 50 metres off this play at the moment. The other thing is, interesting tactics. If Colonel Light Gardens get the ball, the whole back line run out, but the Eastern Park players stay at home, which is risk versus reward.
But it's also work rate too, and they are certainly working harder because then those defenders have to work back if there's a turnover.
And the discipline and the way in which they grab hold of the agate and they can think, hang on, I've got one or two options here. And the delivery has been spectacular, particularly up forward with Bruggioni and Patterson all finding the goal front, one on 3 occasions and the other on 4. So they've got options, and I'm just looking to my right to see where Patterson's down the ground, and he's only one player for Colonel Light in the forward line. And hasn't got anything to do at the moment because we might have in a minute. The ball kicked out of the middle in towards the centre of the ground. Unfortunately, the run that was provided for Cobe Sundstrom, he didn't grab the ball. Picked up there for Eastern Park. That's Isaac Downey, the kid, only a teenager. Flicked back out of trouble. Numbers belong to the side that leads on the scoreboard. And that's McLean, who got rid of it well. In towards half forward. Good gather. A deserved kick for a decent sort of a tackle. And that's as good as you'd see as we see the kick for Eastern Park into centre half forward. Coming out and taking the mark is Adam Han.
And Han goes inside 50. That's better. And the mark's being taken there inside 50. That's excellent play. I think that's big Christopher Knapp. Hopefully he can make up for his indiscretion earlier in the quarter and has the opportunity here. Oh, no, sorry. That's Ben McMullen. My apologies. Number 18, not number 19. So McMullen, who kicked the opening goal of the game, has got an opportunity here to double his tally. And to say this must go through the big sticks is a massive understatement. But in he goes. Umpire's moving a little bit. Umpire moving just a little bit too far. And that's a minor score.
For the viewers out there, sometimes sportsmanship is far greater than the game itself. And I noticed a player in the middle there, very solidly built, Zach Owen, accidentally cleaned up a Colonel Light Gardens, if there's an accidental at all, but accidentally cleaned him up, stopped and helped him up. And I just admire sportsmanship, and I congratulate that young man because that is a special effort to go back and help up the player that he accidentally knocked over.
Yeah.
We don't often see that. Well done to the lad.
Couldn't agree more, Tony. It's all about playing the game to the best of your ability, and then when it's finished, or even during the game if something happens, well, look after yourself and understand that it is only a game. Chance at half forward. No. Settle down. Skipper says the Woodman. I'll take it. And he runs away with no one minding the mark.
Gee, that's a good kick there from Emmett
Superb
Wood.
kick. Yeah, just lace out, bang. Who's he looking for? He's found Sundstrom at centre wing. Kick to half forward. Will Foal shy of the mark. Almost a free kick to Owen. Not paid. Under siege at half-back Eastern Park. The ball kicked back towards centre wing. Tuckmore can't take the mark. Good scoop up there. A brilliant scoop up there by Stansborough. And now as he continues on with his run, there is a free kick for being off the ball, and the free kick will go to Diedrichsen at the, let's have a look at the time check, 19-minute mark.
Okay, so his kick goes up towards half forward. Handball here. Here's Galich. Galich goes in towards the 50. Can they get a mark? They can. And surely this is the opportunity here for Eastern Park to kick their opening goal of the term after 3 behinds. And yes, it's Anthony Burgoyne, I think it is. Yes, so opportunity here for goal number 42 for Burgoyne. Had 0 influence on this game so far. So first chance for him to hit the scoreboard and add to his tally, his significant tally for the year. And that kick has gone straight through the middle. So first goal there for the quarter. It's taken nearly 20 minutes for Eastern Park. They finally get their third on the board and go to 3-4-22, still trailing by 6 goals.
Yeah, boys, just a little thing there. Big Gallic there, number 99. I mentioned him out on the far side below his knees. He got down on his knees and bent down and punched that ball forward. And then you saw him then. He was actually on the receiving end of a handball, and that kick had to be well weighted to get over the top to Burgoyne. And he's certainly putting in a mighty game and just doing the little things that sometimes you don't see the big men do, below the knees and running past receiving handballs. So good on him.
Yes, good luck to him. Tell you what, the ship at the moment is heading in one direction in a hurry, but a couple of goals at the opposite end could turn that around. Diedrichsen went the kick and it was smothered. Goes back in and lays the tackle, which was a bruiser. Umpire says you can't do that. Free kick goes by way of Colonel Light Gardens in towards half forward. Here comes Bruggioni, who chases hard. Good gather by Zach Owen in defence. So Owen's kick to half forward. The mark out there will be taken, should be taken, is taken in towards half forward. It's going to be short pass again in towards full forward. Good running by Burgoyne, who knows how to kick a goal because he kicked one only seconds ago. Or is it McMullen? I think it might be McMullen. He's a bit bigger, is it?
Yeah, Burgoyne kicked to McMullen there, so...
Well, he's going to take the shot at goal, and all of a sudden, I can say 1 in a row, well, maybe it could be 2 in a row. He comes in, he stabs at it, but he stabs at it all right, and some cheers from the Eastern Park supporters, and they would need to be a little bit cock-a-hoop because we've gone 22 minutes in this second quarter, and it's 9-4-58 to 4-3-27. That gives you a bit of a lift with a couple in a row.
Consecutive goals for the first time for the visitors here today. But they still have a mountain to climb. 31 points, which what they've done, and again we talk about it, after you get ambushed to a certain extent in the first quarter, they at least have, so far, they've managed to stem the flow and at least break even this quarter. Big jump there from Conlon. Tap down, kick forward in towards the 50 there for the home side, but intercepted. Another chance here for Eastern Park. Williamson's got it, half-back. Sees something he likes out on the far side. Good push off and good take there. Now there's an opportunity for him to go forward again. Kick in towards 50. That's going to be intercepted though. Good intercept there. That's been taken by Dodson. Dodson, one of their more consistent players this year. Having a good season. He's at half-back. Just now he's been called to play on. He's going to have to go long down the line. Back up towards centre wing. 2-on-1. Mark almost taken there by Carter. Couldn't quite take it. Sharked well there by Diedrichsen. Now there's an opportunity again for them to go forward, but it's going to be intercepted again by Dodson. He is just saving the day at the moment. This time he's coming in towards the middle, and he's found McLean.
McLean, I feel like saying, oh, you're McLean showing. Well, he's got the molars, and he bears those molars to the breeze, and they're nice and white and pearly. And whilst he does that, his teammates crunch the ball towards half forward. Rushing in there is Bruggioni. Umpire's saying a free kick. It must be. So Bruggioni spins back too far out, surely, at 50. But the last 2 goals kicked by Eastern Park, and we hit 23 and a half minutes. And this is Adam Bruggioni. Too far, I reckon. Gets to 50. He's gone the short pass. He's gone the short pass.
What a fantastic set play that was.
I'll tell you what, he had us all, I shouldn't say he had us all totally confused, because he took his time, and then all of a sudden when he came in, you thought, is he going to give this a hoof and a half? Patterson raced out. He took the grab. He turns around. He's kicked 4. He better hug Bruggioni if he kicks this one. He comes in, drop punt kick on its way. Stand by for a big fat hug. He's kicked a handful. He's kicked 5.
Wow.
That is a monstrous effort, but Bruggioni, you deserve the plaudits for unselfish work, and also Patterson knew what was on. He went out and took the grab, and it's a goal. So it's now, let's see, that's 10-4-64 to 4-3-27. And at 25 minutes into this term, Vince, that was a nice little settling goal after a 2 from the opposition.
Boys, just quickly, Brenton Carter's just sprinted off. He's the big guy I was talking about at centre-half back. Hasn't had any impact on the game. He's about 7 foot tall. Maybe they're making that move now and bringing him into the ruck. I'd like to see that a bit more, because he's a big guy. They need something out of the middle.
Well, they'll be disappointed to drop that goal, and probably more disappointed in the way that they, of all people, you want to make sure you're in front of, someone's in the hole in front of Patterson's lead, because he is white hot today. He's got a handful before half time, and he is fast moving up that tally of goal kickers. Still, no one's got to 50 yet, but if he keeps this up, he's going to put himself in a position with a couple of games to go to be right in the mix there. So, ball still in the centre. We're having our 3rd attempt here to see what happens. There you go, big punch forward. Opportunity here for Eastern Park. Player's been tackled immediately. He's going nowhere there. That's Isaac Downey. And we're going for number 4, Peter.
Let's do it. Let's see what can happen. Let's not see what can happen. The quarter only going 25 minutes and 31 seconds. But a quarter where the last goal of the quarter was so important.
Significant.
Kicked by, Banjo kicked them. Banjo's kicked 5. Banjo, Patterson, what a performance. Bruggioni 3 in singles to Kitson and Smith, whilst for Eastern Park 2 goals to McMullen, singles to McIver and Burgoyne. The score at quarter time was a 30-point lead by way of Colonel Light Gardens, and at half time they've kicked that out from being 30 in front. They're now, according to the scoreboard, 64. That's 36 in front, so they'd be pretty chuffed.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined by Emmett Wood, the captain. Thanks so much for joining us half-time, mate. Great start in that first quarter. First 10 minutes of that second quarter, mate, up and back. But, geez, you spread off the back line, and the run has been fantastic, and the teamwork. How are you finding things out on the ground?
Yeah, look, we knew if we jumped them early, we would get that good start. Right, everyone's been off for 3 weeks, so we figured if we can get that head start early, they're going to be flat as well. We knew they were going to come second quarter. Right, they're a fantastic side. They're not second place for no reason, so they're always going to come hard. They're a big physical side, and that's what they tried to do, and we held it really well back there. And yeah, our game plan is to just, we're a smaller side, we're quick and fit, and we need to play to our strengths. And
certainly winning the clearances. They did try a little bit physical there at one point, and the umpire turned it over, and it was to your advantage. Of course, you get it down forward, and there's a big Patterson there kicking the goals. I think he's got 4 or 5, and the other little player there, number 1, and you certainly your midfielders, almost a mosquito fleet, really running well. So going in, self-belief really good at the moment.
Yeah, look, we've come off a really good second half of the year. The lockdown really killed us. Our momentum was fantastic. We started beating all the sides above us. Now we're sitting top, right where we want to be come the end of the season, and we now need to hold it. Everyone's coming for us now.
And Emmett, the games that you really want to have leading into the finals, as you've mentioned, 3 games to go. Hard, tight game against the second team on the ladder. These are the games you want. You don't want to be playing the bottom teams and having easy wins. It's going to test out. It's going to test out the fitness, mate. You're flying at the moment. Second half's going to be good. We're looking forward to a great one. Thanks so much for this time. What's a very quick one? What's your last message before we run out after half time?
Oh, look, we just need to keep doing what we're doing. Play to our structure, play to our game plan. It's working well for us so far. We'll keep doing that.
All right, have a ripper, mate. You're going well yourself, and we'll see you after the game. Thanks, Emmett. Bye now.
Thanks very
There we
much
are,
to
folks.
Tony and to the captain of the team that is on top and at this point is easily going to stay on top.
And Vince, I thought Tony, as always, getting the information that the viewers want to hear from, but I thought that was a massive comment coming from the skipper saying, look, you know, in the break that we had to have, we made sure we were going to be really ready when we came out to play again. And they were. And they got that break in that first quarter. And sort of wonder about, you know, how important it is to make sure your athletes are on song.
Okay, so it's a 6-goal margin here at Street Fleet Park. We're going to go to a short break and see what Eastern Park can do when we come back.
Check out Catch, where everyday Aussies are getting great deals, like Justin's Timber Rake, Sylvester's Cologne, Celine's Dijon, and Camilla's Pasta Bowls. For millions of products, everyday Aussies, check out Catch.
Well, we're very lucky here to be talking with Sean Wilson, the Secretary of Colonel Light Gardens. Thanks very much, first of all, Sean.
Oh, thanks for coming along, Tony.
Yeah, so sitting on top of the ladder, mate, give us a little bit of history about the Colonel Light Gardens Football Club, first of all.
Yeah, well, we were formed in 1926, so we're creeping up to the centenary year, so that's very exciting. So the club was formed back then, sort of been at Mortlock Park ever since, part of the pride of the gardens, as we call ourselves. So yeah, it's been around for a while.
Fantastic, mate. Sitting top of the ladder at the moment in 2021. We won't get ahead of ourselves, but just take us through, I guess, the charter and the vision, more so from a committee point of view, and what was set up, structures put in place early in the pre-season, if you like, to have this success.
Oh, look, it's all about having a consistent coaching staff, I think, as a starting point. Like having Chris on board now, I think this is year 3 by memory. It just you're starting to build momentum slowly but surely. So yeah, he's doing a great job on the field and off the field, nurturing the juniors as well, which I think is important. So yeah, we're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, and you hit that nail on the head there with the juniors, so important. Off-season, a little bit of recruiting, did that go on as well?
Yeah, sure did. Look, I can't comment on the players because I've forgotten half of them. But with COVID, you're in the game, then you're out of the game. But yeah, look, we've tried to do what we can. Obviously, with amateur league, there's a point structure that you have to stick to, so you're sort of limited to that degree. But yeah, no, I think we've recruited and topped up quite nicely. And at the moment, touch wood, we're sitting top, and it's paying off so far. So.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, this is our second game we're doing out here. The culture and environment around the place is really good out here at Colonel Light Gardens. We're always welcome. The hospitality is great, well looked after. You know, the people around the place, it's a credit to the club. How have you gone about the culture and environment? What makes you a club of success in regards to attracting players?
Look, I guess very, very early on, years ago, we had a policy that we weren't going to have anyone that wasn't the right fit for the club to be. I said that nicely, but you know what I mean. So we've nurtured that. We've also nurtured a one club policy. So although there is a junior and there is a senior, we try and combine as one. So the junior parents are up here on a Thursday night. We try and get around on the Sunday and Friday to support them. So it works really, really well, and it's got a great feel about it.
And I think the extension of that, as I said, the culture and environment of a place, and it's easy to talk about it, but we've got 70-odd clubs in the Adelaide Football League, and everyone does it differently. And you are doing some things off-field that are working fantastically as well as on-field. We've got some sponsors here as well. Now, obviously, a club can't run without some sponsors, so just take us through who a couple of your major sponsors are.
Yeah, look, we've got 3 majors that have been with us now for a few years, which is fantastic. So there's Adrian Bryan Automotive. So they're just down the road here on South Road. They're very, very supportive of us. You've got the Goodwood Bendigo Bank just down the road here on Goodwood Road. Yep. So there's your bank of choice for the locals. So we love the Goodwood Bendigo Bank guys. And there's also Street Fleet. So if you're looking to lease a car, Street Fleet's the place to go to.
Yeah, fantastic. So thanks very much, Sean, because they are important. They're integral to the clubs. It sounds like you've got around the local community, which is also a big thing for the Adelaide Football League to be in contact with the local community, get these people involved. And, we were talking before, there's not too much we can talk about. We know you've got some social events coming on, but because of the different restrictions we've had, we just won't mention them at the moment. But fantastic for you to spend that time with us today, and looking forward to an absolute belter of a day today and the rest of the season. So thank you very much for that. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, we're very lucky here to be talking with Sean Wilson, the Secretary of Colonel Light Gardens. Thanks for...
Check out Catch, where everyday Aussies are getting great deals, like Justin's Timber Rake, Sylvester's Cologne, Celine's Dijon, and Camilla's Pasta Bowls. For millions of products, everyday Aussies, check out Catch. Check out Catch, where everyday Aussies are getting great deals, like Justin's Timber Rake, Sylvester's Cologne, Celine's Dijon, and Camilla's Pasta Bowls. For millions of products, everyday Aussies, check out Catch.
Okay, welcome back here to Street Fleet Park. 10-4-64 to the home side and 4-4-28 to the visitors. So 6-goal margin at half-time. Let's look at some of the stats in the first half, and surprisingly, they do not reflect the scoreboard.
No, and I wonder which stat sheet the respective skippers or coaches go to have a look, but it's 29-26 inside 50s in favour of the Colonels. Ruck taps are 23 each of 2. Tackles are 34 to Eastern and 32 to the Colonels. And the clearance is 23-22. And the one thing, Vince, I thought a magnificent comment and so honest from Emmett Wood at half-time about we needed to get ourselves ready. We weren't playing football for the 2 weeks. We knew that. We knew that no one was running around because of restrictions, because of health, etc. But we made sure we were ready. Boy, were they ready today.
They were ready. So let's cross to Tony and see what he's got for us at half-time.
Yeah, boys, it'll be interesting. 6-goal difference. The sun is out. Beautiful day for football. As we said, a little bit heavy in the middle. But from Eastern Park's point of view, I'm just interested. I know I keep mentioning, but the big fella, Brenton Carter, he's almost 7 foot tall. If they can put him in the middle and maybe get him to win some ruck taps in the middle, they certainly know how to win. They had a 47-point win last game. And of course, Colonel Light Gardens, as we heard from the captain, they've got Patterson up forward. They've also got Bruggioni. So you've got a tall and a small that can both finish off. And that is so important to get the ball down there, just for confidence in the team, to get the ball down and for that to go through the goals, not just to keep coming back out again. So, 6 goals, is it enough? Can they hang on here, Colonel Light Gardens? Are we going to see something happen with regards to fitness in the second half? Remembering that you're not allowed to bring water out onto the ground. So let's see what these 2 or 3 weeks have done, what work the teams have done, self-belief, and can they hang on, Colonel Light Gardens, or will Eastern Park push back?
Excellent there, Tony. So I tell you what, they'd be pretty pleased with their position, obviously, at the moment, the home side. And looking at what they've got to come, the side they play next week is in third spot, which is Paraka, who've occupied top spot a number of the weeks this year. And then they finish with Hectorville and Salisbury. Hectorville probably just a bit too, despite beating Paraka, and that was the last game that we called, Peter. Despite beating them, Hectorville probably just out of the running at the moment, and Salisbury still in the running in sixth spot, whereas Eastern Park, despite the situation here at the moment, coming up, they have West Croydon and Fitzroy, which you would think that they would win both those games reasonably comfortably. But the last game of the season, they play Paraka, and that could determine quite a bit in terms of how the makeup is going into the finals in Division 5.
Isn't that wonderful, though, Vince, when we're not sure, when we're undecided as to our thoughts on the football teams that we're cheering hard for. And I don't like to make any comparisons, but I'll throw this one in. Who would have thought that Geelong would have stumbled last night in the AFL? They did. And who would have thought that the side that beat them was the side that had won 12 in a row? That's the beauty of the sport that we're involved in here. And look, you know these footballers a lot better than I do, but a margin of 37 points at half-time isn't insurmountable, but it would be something out of the ordinary if we could see Eastern Park get back and make a fist of it.
Well, it won't be the first time that that we've seen a side come back from a reasonable deficit, but it would be surprising if that would happen. So we're going to look towards the players now coming out from their huddles, their last-minute instructions, and heading out here. Of course, this broadcast is brought to you by catch.com.au, Screaming Good Deals, and Dartfish, who are Australia's most used coaching tool. Also, Filming Footy and Sports Interactive. Our Boundary Rider is brought to us by Villies, and don't we love a Villies pie?
So does the Boundary Rider.
He does indeed. And as well as Interchanger, and of course we thank Dartfish and Archie's for the magnificent prizes for the player of the day, and that discussion will continue as the second half unfolds. I think that you'd have the man with a handful, Nick Patterson, just in front at the moment. He has been electrifying and is the difference so far. Just waiting on the umpire to raise his arm, and you will be with the doyen of SA commentary, Mr. Peter Walsh.
Vince, a thrill to be here with our troops, gathering the resources and getting some sunshine and saying, guess where we're going? Pull into the service station, fill it up and say, we're off to Mortlock Park. And when you find it, you find a magnificent arena here for football, and you see some work being done by Vivian in defence there. He did well. He knocked the ball for Colonel Light back towards the half-back flank, and it trickled away from the fingertips of Kobe Sundstrom, and there'll be a throw-in. 10-4-64 to 4-3-27. 30 seconds gone. Third term action here at the Light Gardens.
Okay, so in it comes. Ball on the ground. Oh, interesting tackle there applied by Luca Boundy, I should say. And that's Clements, the captain there, just pulling his Guernsey back. Up it goes. Conlon's working smartly here against Marsden. He's working around and off him and then jumping over the top. Kick forward here by Zach Owen. Goes in towards the forward line. Looking out there for, that'll be number 19, Christopher Knapp. He's working hard. Him and Ben McMullen in the forward line. Couple of big brutes. They need to get a bit of a wriggle on between them. They'd want to reduce this deficit significantly in this quarter if they're going to have a chance to steal this game. So, throw in. I think we're going to have a second go at it. That ball was a little bit short there. We got actually Chris Knapp here taking the throw in, and he's up against Conlon. So in it goes again, short again. Knapp goes with the boot. Dodson there, first one to it, gathers the ball. Good little handball there to Billy King. His kick goes out wide, races on. First one there. Looks like it's Preston. Preston with the long sleeves. Taps it in front. Taps it again, then overruns it. Now he's on the ground and stacks on the mill here. Players coming in from everywhere. We've got probably four or five players in that pack now. And we'll have a ball up.
Vince, Eagle Eye Tony, I'm sure, will be able to render some assistance. The question I've got is, number 18 running around, that's Patterson, who's kicked 5 goals. He appears to have his left thigh wrapped up in a bandage, and I was just wondering, as he was wondering, or maybe that should have been the other way around. He's playing in attack. I just wonder whether or not he's still got that movement that he needed to have in that first half with 5 goals. He's down in the forward line, but he certainly has had some, medical issue during the half-time break, I think.
And he is not just walking back now, and he is favouring that left leg, not his kicking leg, of course. Now the ball comes inside 50. Umpire's paying a free kick. That mark taken by Eastern Park won't be paid. And there's a opportunity here, and this is going to be a shot on goal here for Bryce Smith. So he's got an opportunity here to kick his second goal. So infringement there, obviously, prior to the marking contest, but Bryce Smith won't care. He's got the ball. He's about to waltz inside 50 and have a shot on goal. High kick. Is that going to make the distance? It's going to be right there. And there's a mark. It's taken by the bandage man. No, yes, it is. Oh, don't worry about his leg. He doesn't need his... he does not need his left leg when he takes a mark like that on the goal line, or to kick the ball 5 metres straight over the umpire's head. He has hit them for 6. 6 goals to Patterson, 3 to Bruggioni, and they are early in this third quarter, continuing on where they left off.
How about that for a goal? He virtually didn't have to elevate his fairly significant physicality. He was at the back of the pack, stood just a little taller than anyone else, plucked the ball and was able to turn around it as the goal umpire now scratches his definite notes on his cardboard that he has to check at the end of each quarter. That is an ideal start there for the team who's playing so well. Colonel Light out of the middle. Who's going to grab it and come forward? Picked up by Diedrichson on the left boot. Hammers the ball down towards the forward pocket. Bit of a push, bit of a shove, and then a bit of a hand pass. All of those players, Colonel Light, beautiful play to Wood. Wood kicks back to centre wing, intercepted by McIver. He kicks the ball towards half forward. Hand pass comes clear of the pack. Brilliantly done. Kitson over the top into the middle. A race there for Vivian. Vivian down the ground. He's got it again. Nicholas Patterson, go and get your other leg looked out for. He's got the ball at 50 and he's going to walk back. And, look, the way that he's played this game so far, I wouldn't put this past him.
No, I wouldn't, but this will test him, though.
It will?
This will test him with that strapped thigh on the left leg.
He's straight out of Hey Hey It's Saturday with his dicky knee. Not quite his dicky knee, it's the dicky thigh. He's given that a kick and a half. Will it make the distance? It might have been tapped off the pack and into the big wooden stick and through for a behind, but he gave it plenty. 11.571 to 4.428 in this third term. We've gone 5.5 minutes, and the flow of this game continues by way of Colonel Light Gardens.
So, out it comes, out towards 50. No one can take the mark. Colonel Light Gardens, opportunity here to get the ball out. Oh, well sharked there by Morgan Freeman. Gets the handball out. Going to get it back. Here he goes with the short kick. Spotting up Knapp there. Can't take the mark. Second effort. Oh, here's Burgoyne. Oh, he's dropped the ball. Had the opportunity there to get the kick forward. He's gone out wide now for Knapp. Knapp's going to be right in the forward pocket here. What can he do? Bouncing, rolling, goaling. Is it? No. Just missed. Wow. Good bit of play there.
Vince, are you all right? Take a breath, mate. Just come down off the roof. I'll tell you what I have done. I've been over the other side. A couple of things for you. Alex Steff, number 19, is off with a corked calf. He's on ice, but he may come on if needed. They were sort of having a bit of fun over there, talk it up, so he's come off. Bruggioni is, it's his birthday. He's 25 today, and he's having a day out. And a very humble mother, Nicholas Patterson's mother, I've just been talking to on the sidelines as well. He's kicked 6 and had that last shot, and he's having a day out as Colonelite Gardens surge forward.
Did you ask
again.
his mother if he had a crook leg?
No, I did not.
What about the hard questions, Tony?
I'll tell you what, this bloke here's having a pretty good game too. After his unbelievable finish to the last game against Lockleys, he's gone up forward. He obviously doesn't want to sit in the goal square with his hand, the defensive goal square, so they put him up forward. And there's that kick. Oh, geez, they give him a wrap, and that happens every time. Bryce Smith, I reckon he's got 1 goal 3 now, but he's having a good game as well up forward. They have got all the answers here. They've probably got the 3 best forwards on the ground at the moment, and most influential, and that is reflected in the scoreboard.
Look, there's some real concerns here. We're trying to have some fun. That's what our aim is, by being at the football and hoping that you're enjoying what we're doing. But there's some real concerns for Eastern Park, with the finals only a few weeks away, and they just haven't been able to firelight, grab hold of a match and light something, and they have really struggled. And I'm sure that as we head towards the middle of this third term, Tony will have a chat about where they're at and what they can do to turn it around. They are really struggling. We heard at halftime Emmett Wood for Colonelite Gardens saying they were thrilled because this is exactly what they wanted to happen, and good on them. But it's not happening from Eastern Park's point of view, and I don't know what they can do about it. Like Vince, they're just not in the game at the moment.
And with the way this ladder is, I mean, they're in second spot at the moment. They could actually drop to fifth. On other results today. I mean, we've got other games, both Paraka, they'll obviously they should beat Fitzroy comfortably, Fitzroy not having won a game. We've obviously got West Croydon playing Salisbury. Salisbury are 6th and may, if they have a day out, could overtake them on percentage. Kenilworth and Hectorville, if Kenilworth get a win there, Lockleys have got the bye. And there's an opportunity. This is how close this league is this year. So ball now, up towards half forward. Intercept mark though, taken there by Ingram. Ingram goes out wide. Ball is spoilt there. Ingram can't quite get it on the rebound. Now it's Torkington. They need a lift here. It could be an intercept there by Lang. Lang can't take the ball. Now Burgoyne's going to get it. What can he do, Burgoyne? Goes around on the check side on the right. I tell you what, that's just going to fade across the side, past the goal face and go through for a minor score. But again, they're pressing here, Eastern Park, but they must get a wriggle on.
And you're so right with your stats. They are so important at any stage of the game, Vincent, on the money, because, we've got Colonelite Gardens with their percentage of 56. Eastern Park are hurting on the scoreboard big time. They're 54.5, and then you've got Paraka with 60%, Kenilworth 56%, both better than Colonelite, as you said. It is mayhem at the top of the table, and the side that is savouring, licking their lips, devouring the sausages and onions and washing it down with a beautiful coffee, and they're the side that's called Colonelite Gardens. 11-6-72 to Eastern Park, who kicked the first goal of the game, floundering on 4-6-30, 10 minutes gone, third quarter.
Well, this result, and given it stays at this margin or even potentially continues to grow, will send shockwaves through the rest of this competition, because these two teams actually both started quite slowly during the year, and I think after 4 rounds, Eastern Park was 6th, and after 5 rounds, Colonelite Gardens was 6th. Both then have been on really, really good runs up until this point of the season, and Colonelite Gardens, Eastern Park probably in a little bit better form than Colonelite Gardens just in the few weeks preceding the break. So they really are peaking at the right time of the year, and they've got a tough game against Paraka next week, followed by a couple of games against the teams that'll be fighting for the those spots that in the top 5.
Tony.
Yeah, boys, you're exactly right. When I was walking back around, I was talking to a couple of supporters, and you alluded to exactly what you've said there, Vince, that it's so tight that a loss today could mean, the impact could be 5th on the ladder, and there's 7 teams out of 9 that are fighting for finals positions. A couple of other things. The noise out there, we're discussing this at half time. It's a Division 5 game. Forget it's a Division 5 game. It's a cracking game of football. Walking around the boundary, the noise that's going on out there is unbelievable between the players. It is fantastic. So a cracking game at the moment, gentlemen.
A game that's being endured by the side that's being belted, Eastern Park, 4-6-30, to the side that have kicked 11-6-72 They've got a birthday boy there. They've got a mum there who's cheering for a son who snagged 6. So I've got them spread far and wide, and they're about to spin the ball into attack yet again in this third term. 12 minutes have gone. Only the 1 goal being kicked so far. Ball thrown in from that boundary area. Who's going to grab it? It'll be grabbed back there by Tuckwell. He's kicked for Eastern Park. Bounces into the confines of the centre. Who's going to grab it? It's kicked forward, 2 on 1. And the one from Light Gardens does well to pick it up. Goes the short pass. That was good play, Dodson. Back towards centre wing. Here comes the coach. Oh, has he hurt himself? Well, just for a moment. He looked as if he could have had some problems. No. He does a gymnastic flick-flack, gets out of trouble, and watches as the ball is kicked down the ground to the opposite end. Shot on goal will come up now from McMullen. No, it won't. He went across the face of the goal front. Is that Bruggioni who crept down there? Yep. It is. So that was good play in the finish there from McMullen. He could have pinged, and instead of pinging, he went for the short pass, and it's marked by Anthony Burgoyne, who's kicked 1 of just 4 goals.
So Burgoyne, this will be, I think, number 43 potentially.
Let me have a look and I'll find that. You're correct, my friend. The Burgoyne boy, he's got to kick this. He can't afford to miss this. He kicks at goal.
Oh,
goal umpire's done a fair bit of work, and the goal umpire's gone one way, then he's gone for the 50k walk in the Tokyo Olympics. Come back and give us the score. He waves 1 flag.
Gee,
that was disappointing. Oh, disappointing. Another behind, 4-7-31 to 11-6-72. Almost 14 minutes gone. You can't miss those goals, Vince.
You can't miss those goals at all. And but they're going to keep persisting. They've got the mark out here. Half forward goes in towards forward, and the mark's been taken. That could it is Burgoyne again. So he's starting to get some influence on this game. Mind you, it was interesting that they had that comfortable win. I think it was 40 points in round 8. Burgoyne though only kicked 2 goals that day. So they've obviously got his measure so far, or they've got a tactic to him, and that kick there again is just put up into about 20 out from goal, and the opportunity here is going to be cleared comfortably by Colonel Light Gardens. So the kick comes out, excellent kick, sliding mark, good mark there taken by Tom. So Tom just pops it up, looking for Emmett Wood. Oh gee, that he could have got cleaned up there by Sundstrom, but that's now gone out of bounds. Centre wing right in front of our commentary position here. We can take our glasses off. Surely we can see it from here.
I can't see without my glasses, so if you can see without your glasses, good on you. So I should mention, when they last played, we had Sumner kicking 5 goals for Eastern Park and Knapp kicking 4. They were the best. Well, that's 9, and so far in the third quarter, the team's only kicked 4 in total as we wait for a bounce. Good game too, and good crowd, as Tony mentioned when he walked around and selfishly bought himself some takeaway food. But it's a good crowd and an enjoyable game. And we're going to see the ball coming towards us, I reckon. Yes, it comes towards us. Almost a grab there by O'Loughlin, but it's going to be over the boundary line for a throw. And he's the fast food king.
I tell you what, it's good food too. The banana cake's been out and the coffee. But I tell you, as I alluded to, about 15 minutes into the third quarter, they don't call me the performance guru for nothing, but just have a look at the amount of congestion now, the kicks that have just happened to miss the targets, this sort of thing, turnovers. So we're starting to see fatigue come in, physical fatigue, mental fatigue. It's like a mini final, this one, and who can prevail towards the end. Hopefully that 6-goal, 5 buffer at the moment for Colonel Light Gardens is enough, because it's just become a bit scrappy, gentlemen.
Okay, so kick in there from George goes right into the teeth of goal. You've got it, Mr. Patterson.
Where's his mother? Get along
I tell you what. This could be number 7.
Take the thongs down and give it to his mother. Come on, be a good man, Tony.
Just hand him over now. Nick Patterson, umpire doesn't move for the 7th time. Wow, what a game he has played, and that takes him into the 40s for the year.
Not bad. Now, the last time they played, Eastern Park 2011 131, Colonel Light 13-13 91. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They had 9 individual goal scorers, Colonel Light. Patterson kicked 1.
And I think there must be, there won't be long before they're up at that same score, and they've only had 4 goal scorers this time. Unbelievable.
It's an impressive performance, and it looks as if they can smell blood now. They want to continue on. This percentage, as we've talked about,
well, it's
Vince,
a bit of an issue for them as well, so they need it.
Absolutely. There's a free kick for holding, and that'll go to Stansborough, who will come out of the middle. And where are his options? He breaks onto the left boot. I love it when they kick with the left boot. This one will go all of 50, down towards centre-half forward. And I reckon that's MacGyver down there who might have taken the mark in defence. So MacGyver will take the kick. It's 11-6-78 to 4-7-31. Colonel Light Gardens, they are blossoming at the moment.
And that was a great mark, and Bork there from Wood. That's gone another 50 in towards deep. Where's Patterson? Where is he? He's sitting back in the goal square, but here's an opportunity here. Ball's been overrun by about 3 players here. Quick kick forward. Here he goes. What's going to happen this time? Opportunity. Bayer slips over. Who's got it? Looks like it's Boundy. Boundy goes on the left, and there's a mark being taken. Play on, and the goal's being kicked. Surely it's not. It's Sam Tom there. Oh, Alex Steff. Alex Steff. It's just a bit hard to see who that was there. We're all looking for Patterson, see where he was. But that's a goal there to Alex Steff, and that now makes the margin a very, very big 53 points.
Massive. Massive. I thought that was... No, but we're from a distance away then. There was a 20 down there.
It is 20. It is Sam Tom. Okay, so that has been confirmed. So, okay, so they're in the forward line again here. Colonel Light go. Oh, here's Bruggioni. We haven't taught him for a little while. He's got the ball, swings around on the left. Where's Patterson? Ball comes up now. He's not going to get in line with that one. He's caught behind, but there's a quick snap. It's smothered. Snap there from Sundstrom. Ball in the forward pocket. What's where's that gone? That's might be a push in the back, has it? But there's let's play on. Thought the umpire was surely going to call a ball up there. Another tackle applied, about 30 out. This time he will call the ball up right in the forward pocket here for the home side.
I'll get to Tony in a sec, because just in case you've just joined our coverage, I'd like some embellishment, if that's at all possible, from Tony on the coach, the setup of Brad Banks, looking in control because of Mark not being available. And I'll come to you in a sec, Tony, because the ball is deep in attack, and it's going to be fisted by way of fist, actually, to MacGyver. MacGyver kicks to the half-back line. Tuckwell does the chasing, and as they fall and roll around, there are a few love taps over there. Tony, can you just, for the benefit of those who might have just joined us, the coach and what the setup was with missing the coach?
Yeah, so the coach is at home sick, and we're wishing him all the best, of course, and the coach is actually the coach of the B grade and played C grade today as well, so he's going to have a very tiring day, but very calm over there at the moment. We see Synchronised slipping down the far end because of the dirt in this pocket over here, and also MacGyver, who you've been mentioning, and what a great series it was always able to get out of a tight situation, and he's doing that out here today.
Well, they're in a tight situation today, so I'd like to see that magic wand come out for Eastern Park viewers one more time. But at the moment, we've ticked into time on in the third quarter here. A little bit of a stalemate, stuck inside forward 50 for Colonel Light Gardens, and can't quite see it just off the ball, but they're set up really well behind the ball. They've got a couple of free players sitting about 30 metres off this punch. Oh, big punch there forward by Chris Knapp. Unable to get any traction. Now the opportunity for them to go forward, Eastern Park. So ball comes out now towards the middle of the ground. Can't quite take the mark there was McMullen. So sitting out on centre wing. Oh, good smother there. Excellent work by Boundy. But it comes back to Eastern Park, and the ball's gone inside 50. That mark should be paid. It is, and that's to number 18. That's Ben McMullen, who's given them something. He's kicked the 2 goals, so he's kicked one in the second, one in the first. That one's not going to be his goal for the third quarter. It's going to go right to the forward line. Oh, snap off the ground. and through for a behind.
Just a quick one there. Number 4, you can see down there, Lewis Preston. Comes from a famous footballing family, of course. Vince, who played with the Preston boys, and I coached them both over there at Pulteney. And Lewis decided to come to Colonel Light Gardens, try out his luck, and he's playing an outstanding game down here in the back line with the long sleeves on, and doing the family name really well down here today as we speak. Can we see a coast to coast here, gentlemen?
Well, I'll tell you what, you just look from one end to the other, and this time Patterson charges after it. He's taken without the ball. He'll get a free kick, and big bad Banjo. I don't think he could kick one. Although, no, I shouldn't say that. The ball's thrown away from where he was. No penalty. And he's going to go out and have a ping.
And I'll tell you what, I think there's a cult following, not just here from the commentary team, but the mother down here and plenty of the family to our left all screaming out as well. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to go and join them because this man is playing an outstanding game outside 50 as we speak.
Yeah, well, come back, will you? He doesn't kick with as much length as possible towards full forward as off the hands of the pack. Here's the little fella. Bruggioni had it, lost it, went the hand pass, got to land in the square, and it runs through for rushed behind. And this score, Vince, in this term, let's have a look. It's 3 goals 3 to 5 behinds, 13-7-85 to 4-8-32. We've gone 23 minutes and we haven't seen much indentation into that scoreline as far as the chasing team are, and the chasing team is, of course, Eastern Park.
Well, it's actually elongated out, which is certainly not preferred from their perspective by probably almost 3 goals. But the ball again still is, it seems to be parked to the left of screen in that half of the ground. They are set up really well behind Eastern Park. Another inside 50. That must be inside 50, number 100 for this quarter. And that's going to be knocked through for another rush behind. That'll be 3-4 to 5 points. So a bit of inaccuracy in this quarter.
Boys, number 20, Sam Tom, really slow to get up. He's still holding his ankle there and hasn't hardly moved. Also, is it 9 of the last 10 inside 50s have been Colonel Light Gardens. The other thing I'm noticing is it's quick movement just in and around the ball carrier, but a lot of players now, where they were running in the first couple of quarters, are just walking. And one of the key performance indicators, don't be last away from the last contest, and a lot of players just walking through now.
Well, we're going to see someone grab it and run with it. That's Boundy. Oh, went to pass, not a good one. It missed Bruggioni, who would have been disappointed. The hand pass is good. Freeman shoots for goal, and Freeman puts it through. At long last, a goal to Eastern Park. Kicked from the magic, the silky skills running down the ground of Morris Freeman, who kicks his first. And that's the first goal of this term to Eastern Park, who move with that 6-point result to 5-8-38. Colonel Light 13-8-86. The margin is 48 points after 25 minutes.
And that goal, just something to look at there. Morris Freeman ran past, kicked the goal. After that goal was scored, he ran back to position, and he's now having his rest, having run back to position, where a lot of players, you can see out there, hands on hips, hands on knees, hands on legs. So a little bit of fatigue setting in. Run back, then have your rest and set yourself up for the next bit of play.
Well, it took them 20 minutes to Bruggioni to kick their first goal the second quarter. Morgan Freeman gets their first goal the third quarter. That's taken 25 minutes. They're just being absolutely dominated in this game for the first part. It's interesting what Emmett Wood said and what he talked about being ready. They have been, apart from that opening goal of the game, they have been ready every quarter when they've come out.
Well, look, no doubt about it. And what I love about it is the fact that we can have Tony out there and getting the honesty from the coach. He hasn't even got the chance to talk to his troops. We had a 2 or 3 minute interview before he then had to run the entire journey across the confines, but he told us something we wanted to know, and that was the truth. And that was really good stuff, telling us exactly what the troops had been doing when they hadn't been able to play football, and when they were given the chance to play. Vince, they were ready.
They were, and they have been ready every quarter. They have just dominated the main part of both the second and the third quarters here in this game. And Eastern Park just, despite having pockets of momentum, have just not been able to get any traction on the scoreboard at all today. So Dodson's got it at the moment, feeds out the handball, and now the kick goes inside 50. Oh, there's a player out all by himself here. Gets a shocking bounce there, Boundy. Now the opportunity here to be ball to be cleared back towards the centre, but that's coming straight back again. Now Emmett Wood's got it. Where's Patterson?
He heard you.
He's got it. And we're willing for number 8 here, aren't we? It has to be.
Tony is. He wants to go down and see his mother.
Number 8 it could be. Nicholas Patterson. Steps inside the 50. 8 ball. Caught. Wow. Hand them over, Tony. Just take them over to the family now. There's just no, it doesn't matter what happens for the last quarter of this game.
I'll just let you know, Vince, we are only in the third quarter. He might get the double figures yet, but I'll tell you what, it's looking good. I'm heading for roast as we speak, and there might be some dessert afterwards the way if he gets to 10. Look out. And I'll tell you what, they are running well here. They're running on top of the ground. They're finishing all over the top, so sensational. So you can see why they're top of the ladder, can't you?
And what you can also see is how often do we, as callers of the game, or those that come to this football, how often do we see the possibility of a 10-goal haul?
Oh, especially the way the game's played now. You seen that the way that it filters down from the top level, it takes a little bit of time then to go to the state level. As we hear the three-quarter time siren, it's a 9-goal margin, but it takes a little bit of time. It filters firstly down to the state leagues, and then it filters down through the divisions in the country and the metropolitan leagues. The way that you watch so many of these games now, and it's even at this level, the players move as a collective up and down the field with a press or to follow the ball. So it's interesting that you don't see that 10-goal game from a full forward who just sits out of the goal square anymore.
When you go to the cricket, you want to see wickets taken by a fast bowler or a batsman hitting 100. When you go to the football like we are, we want to see a goal kicker, and we want to see someone who just lights up this gathering. 8 goals, a quarter to go. We've got to start thinking about the last time we called a footy match and someone was
got
at
10.
I don't know.
Anyway, that's 8 for Patterson. It's 9 for Colonel Light Gardens, and we'll be back shortly to see if he gets to double figures.
Check out Catch, where everyday Aussies are getting great deals, like Justin's Timber Rake, Sylvester's Cologne, Celine's Dijon, and Camilla's Pasta Bowls. For millions of products, everyday Aussies, check out Catch. Check out Catch, where everyday Aussies are getting great deals, like Justin's Timber Rake, Sylvester's Cologne, Celine's Dijon, and Camilla's Pasta Bowls. For millions of products, everyday Aussies, check out Catch. out Catch, where everyday Aussies are getting great deals, like Justin's Timber Rake, Sylvester's Cologne, Celine's Dijon, and Camilla's Pasta Bowls. For millions of products, everyday Aussies, check out Catch.
Hang on.
Well, boys, I'm a bit puffed out. It's a long way back from there. And our producer said get to the line. Well, I got to the line, but there's no medal. But tell you what, Colonel Light Gardens, they're going to get a medal. They are quite buoyant in there. They've been asked to keep up the work rate. I'll tell you what, they are so professional. They all got around the front. Some of the team leaders spoke, and then the coach, and all the eyes were on the guys talking. It's really good to see. They want to go for a big win, then enjoy it. It's going to be 0-0 on the scoreboard. Their decision making, execute their kicks, fine tune everything. Tactics are working. Be calm, and plenty of input from the players.
Okay, so final quarter starts. All eyes are on Nicholas Patterson. 2 more goals he needs to get to double figures, but the first inside 50 is going to go to the visitors. Up high, Hick. No opportunity there for a mark to be taken. There's a Torp that's come out, and suddenly all Bruggioni attacks it beautifully, but can't quite take it. Tackles applied. Good tackle there applied by Eastern Park. On the Eastern Park player, I should say. And we're back in the middle after that first 30 seconds.
Busy times. Let's see what can happen. Let's see whether or not Eastern Park can extract something out of what's been a dismal afternoon. The weather's been all right, but their football hasn't. And to the other extreme, Colonel Light Gardens, after they didn't get the first goal, it was kicked by Ben McMullen. They kicked 14 goals, and Patterson, who started this day on 33 in the competition, has kicked 8 to move to 41. And he's got a mate down there who's done very well too. Bruggioni on the go, goes the short pass, down the ground. Patterson's in the goal square, so he's not going to contest that ball as it bounces close to the boundary line. Hand pass comes out, still on the white line. Snap across to full forward! Oh, he had his hands on it, couldn't quite drag it down. The moving pictures with tats all over the shop. Kicks defensively and kicks well. And it's marked there by Sumner, who goes for the hand pass, and away go Eastern Park.
So the ball's out on the far wing there, looking for number 19, Christopher Knapp. Tried hard all day, but outnumbered in that contest. And now the opportunity is going to be, that could be Dodson there, I think, in the long sleeve. Or kick forwards. Player almost fell over there for the home side. Now it's number 12, Sumner again. Got plenty of the ball, but that's a wobbly kick. He's getting held there. Is that Emmett Wood? I think it is. Yes, he's getting held there and going to pick up the free kick. So ball now coming in towards 50. That's a good sliding mark that's been taken. Over the handball, quick to Bruggioni. Here comes Patterson! He's going to have a go at number 9! That's half the number on his back. Can he do it?
It's like that Beatles record, you know, the White Album, number 9, number 9. That's all they sing, but it sticks in you. You get to it and you've got it.
Patterson kicking from a slide angle about 25 metres out. Let's see how he goes. Umpire's moving. Has he moved enough there? I think he has. That's disappointing. And I reckon that could only actually be his first or only second miss for the day. He's kicked very well today.
He has. And how about we say Bruggioni, he was the one who ran, and magnificent disposal.
Yeah, great pass.
It really was. And the Patterson party has been put on hold for the moment as he stays on 8 goals. But it's been a stellar performance, and that's what we're remembering, because not much is happening from the opposite end. Although, if I turn and look, I see running down the ground the mark taken down there by Anthony Burgoyne, who will turn and shoot for goal from about 40 metres out and try and add to his number, which is 1.
Well, and that 1 has got him just ahead of Nick Patterson at the moment. He's on 42 for the year.
It's good too when this is something you can look at now and you can focus in on and say, well, come on Anthony. Anthony Burgoyne crosses the white line at 50, runs close to the man on the mark. He's given that a decent hoof. He's given that now the goal umpire didn't move across much, but enough to indicate that
called a point.
it's a behind. Well, I just watched him and he thought, no, I'll be a statue on this one, and it's through for a behind. So both sides with the behind in the early minutes of this final term, 14.993 to 5.939 after 4 minutes.
So ball's moved out to the wing, right between the two benches. We're going to have a ball up, boundary throw in, just out in front of the, more towards the Colonel Light Gardens interchange and substitutes bench. So up it goes, slapped down there by Big Marsden. Now the kick goes inside 50, but it's going to be cut off again. And that could be Dodson there, bring it out. Goes for the kick forward, can't quite take the mark, Sundstrom. Good pick up there by Torkington. Balls now comes out to the wing. Opportunity here for Eastern Park. That kick smothered. That's going to be play on, get rid of the ball. Billie Jean King. He goes forward up towards 50. Bruggioni takes the mark. Where is he? He's wheeled around. Is he going to get to that one? It's going to bounce in front of him. He's going to have to snap it on the left. This time, maybe. He's snapped it too far. He's got the wobblies in the last quarter. You've got only 2 to go, man. He's stuck on 8.
The call coming from the Eastern Park bench was hungry, but I'll tell you what, when you're on fire, he's kicked more goals and points than the opposition 18 players or 21 players as one player. So good on him. The call goes out, Patterson! And I've joined in.
Good work. It's good that you've got someone who develops a hero status in this game. Not only in this game, of course, he's been a steady performer right throughout the year, but he'll be well remembered for his Saturday afternoon down here at Mortlock Park. Into the half-back line with the kick into play. Freeman almost couldn't take it, and there's a bit of I'll jump on you and you jump on me. Umpire will call for it. So 6 minutes of play, probably got about 17 or 18 minutes to go, Vince. No score yet by either side in this final quarter, but a very impressive percentage victory coming up for Colonel Light.
Ball inside 50 is going to be taken by McIver. He's tried hard in defence, McIver. He's done some good things. All about that kick, it's just got to Torkington. So Torkington from half-back, he's going to go longer. Big Pack's going to fly. Oh, that's an excellent mark there taken by O'Loughlin. Goes for the handball. In towards Big Carter. Carter with the handball. String of handballs, that's going to be chopped off now. Might work out though. Still running forward. Oh, he's poleaxed there. Was that Tuckwell? Now it's come out towards half forward. What's happened, umpire? What's he doing? It's not going to. It's calling play on. Yes, it is. So the ball goes back in towards forward 50. Can't quite take the mark there, Bryce Smith. Handball to McIver has just gone straight to the opposition there. Now that's, I think, Carter Grieve. He's gone out towards the pocket there. Patterson can't take it. Not quite as excited from me this time, but there's the kick that's gone through for a behind. So a bit of a messy start to this last quarter. I think you probably find there might be a little bit of junk time in this last quarter now because the job's done.
I think so, but Nick Patterson doesn't want junk. He wants the ball. He wants to kick goal. I mean, he doesn't. He's not playing selfish in any way whatsoever. So we want him to as well.
We want to see these last two.
We go, oh, there's a leap from behind that didn't get near the wall. That was Ingram who flew high. Didn't drag it down. Teammate rushes in Vivian. He's tackled. Umpire says, give it to me. And there'll be about. So, Vince, we had plenty of goals. We had 9 in the first quarter. In the second quarter, we had 5. In the third quarter, we had 5. So far, 8 minutes gone in this final term. And not a score, or not a goal has been kicked so far.
So it's been a big donut so far in the last quarter. Ball now is with Preston. He's had a good game there, Preston. Oh, kick smothered. He's going to go back at it again, though. Well done. Gets the handball forward. Oh, the handball's then gone to the opposition. He's going in for the third time. Maybe got tackled a bit high. He's going to get a third go at it here. That's a really good effort. First, second and third effort there. So, having a look, looking across the ground. Now, May just decide to go down the line. He's taking his time. Umpire's probably going to wave him on shortly, I would suggest. And does. Decides just to go back inside 50. King. Bit of a wobbly kick. That's not going to quite get as far as it needed to. Morgan Freeman from inside 50. And he's passed it straight back to the opposition. Good mark. Intercepted mark taken there by Dodson in the back 50.
He's been a good player too, Dodson. We've called him a few times. not only does he get access to the ball, but normally he delivers. This time he's pushed off the ball and his kick doesn't do as much damage as he would have liked. It goes to centre half forward. Going to be a chance now on the run. Out of the pack, the shot is errant. And unfortunately, now what have we had? We've had 5 behinds in this last quarter so far. Almost 10 minutes gone. And the score on our way to Tony, 14-11-95, Colonel Lights, Eastern Park, 6-3-39. Sorry, 5, well, that's wrong, 5-10-40.
And Dodson, we see just down in the kids' park down there getting that ball back. But you're right, Peter, with that. He's played a great game, but him, Preston, we saw Preston 3 efforts earlier, and that's what the whole family's known for, their desperation. I'll come back to you in a moment as Eastern Park go forward here.
So it's Eastern Park going forward here, inside 50. Intercepted again, and the opportunity for Colonel Light Gardens to bring the ball out. Tackle's been applied. Now it's in dispute. That looks like that's not going anywhere, and the umpire. Back to you, Tony.
Just coming back, you often hear the phrase, a champion team will beat a team of champions, and what we're seeing from Colonel Light Gardens, really enjoying this game, is a team game and just a champion team. They understand each other. They know who to go get the ball, who to give it off to. They work so well in the backline. I haven't seen a backline work this well across many of the divisions, to be honest, in the last couple of years. They are really working well, and they said that at three-quarter time. Stick to the structures.
Yeah, stick a blindfold on, and they still know where to kick the ball, and they have done that. And they've done that for the duration of this game, a game where they're going to win by a big margin. Kick in defence. Kitson got the left boot to it, towards the half-back line. Preston, short pass is on. And guess who ran down the ground and took it? That's what they're doing. King down the ground. Good kick. Sundstrom. I thought he had it. He lost it. Umpire says, call, play it on. Turtington kicks towards half forward. 2 players down there for the Lights. Ingram got the hand pass away. Short pass is on. It'll be marked by King. He'll turn. He floats the hand pass over the top. He overcooked it to his teammate in Preston. Keeping on running, that was good work. It's knocked forward. That's number 5, or Grieve it is, who kicks to full forward. And guess what? Running out and taking the grab with his thigh bandaged, but with the ball in his mitts, is Nicholas Patterson, sitting on 8 dogs' dates. 8 of them. Long way out. He's going to try. He'll give it a go.
He's had 3 goes at it already so far this quarter.
Here's Patto. In he comes. Drop punt kick on its way. On its way! On its way for number 9. Number 9 for Nicholas Patterson. And the side that leads so emphatically moved to 15-11-101 to Eastern Park, 5-10-40. Number 9, Tony.
And I was going to suggest, Peter, he might have been on shaky ground. His last 3 kicks have been points, and he's got the yips. And would they look at taking him off? If he's playing that poorly, just let him get his head right. But he's got himself back into it. Good luck to him. And he's only kicked the 9. Can he get the double figures? There's the excitement for us. The other thing for Eastern Park, can they keep themselves in the game? Because it's imperative to play siren to siren, just for their own mindset, if you like.
So, kick out there from Billy King, goes towards half forward. First one there looks like it's going to be Boundy. Well tackled. Tries to paddle the ball there to Conlon, but misses him, and it's picked up by Eastern Park, and that kick's gone straight out on the near the tent, the timekeeper's tent there, and that'll be brought in here by, looks like the long Guernsey. That could be Preston again. What a last quarter he's playing. Good kick inside. This is to Jesse Boundy. He goes across the ground. Is that going to make it, that kick? Well intercepted there by Morgan Freeman, but he's outnumbered. Needs some help. So here's King. King goes inside 50. Where's our man? Caught well by it. He's about 30 metres off. Bruggioni applies the tackle. That'll be holding the ball. So Bruggioni here is now going to get another opportunity at it. He's going to be looking for his 4th.
Watching if there's any short passes.
Well, we're just keeping an eye on what's happening there in the goal square, and that young man's just loping around. Be interesting. He's done it once. So, but this time he's definitely having a shot for goal, Bruggioni, and he has missed. Gee whiz, what is going on in the last quarter? That's 4 misses in a row and 2 misses with only the 1 goal so far to the home side. Peter.
Nicholas Patterson, 1 shy of the Bo Derek, the Big 10. He's kicked 9. Not everything centering around his individual performance, but he's been good. McIver runs a fair distance after that behind was registered, roosted back towards the centre wing position, looking for someone out there to try and render assistance. Samuel George is over there doing the good things for Colonel Light, and it's knocked over the boundary line for a throw-in. Just keep an eye on that time now, 14 and a half, and only 1 goal kicked in this last quarter, so I'm reckoning probably 6-7 minutes maybe.
Yeah, there's not a lot of time for him. We want to see this 10th goal, but at the moment the ball's heading inside the Eastern Park forward 50. Dodson couldn't quite take it. Now it goes to, pulled off without the ball. Surely that's a free kick, and he wants to remonstrate as well, Anthony Burgoyne. You've been towed up today by Louis Preston. I'd suggest you just put your hands up on the mark, young man, and let your opponent take the kick. Preston, half back, looking across the ground again. No, now he's deciding that he's going to go long down the far side, and does. So kick up towards the wing. Big pack forms. Conlon flew high but couldn't quite get his hands on it. Ball in dispute now. Looks like it's going to head out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary throw in front of what would be a very buoyant home interchange bench. So we're going to have a boundary throw in. Again, just stood his ground there, Matthew Marsden. Again, though, Conlon tried to run around him, but couldn't quite on that time. Now the ball's going to be inside forward 50, and there's been a defensive mark. Their defence has held up so well today. Colonel Light Gardens. Ball here on the wing. Stansbury's got it. Handball off to the captain in Wood. Bruggioni's got it. All eyes are on where number 18 is. He's taken a lead. He's going to go up for this one. One grab at it. Held. No call from the umpire. And now the ball's going to come out towards defensive 50, and a good mark taken there by number 25, Isaac Downey.
He's the full forward, of course, Nicholas Patterson, standing toe to toe. And the man doing the damage down there, Zach Owen, who has to try and defend grandly as the spearhead sits on 9 goals at the 16.5-minute mark of this final term. And the defensive skills of the side that lead so well, again to the fore. Short passing defence will find Mark Stansborough. He's kicked towards half-back. Pretty neat. Sam George has it across the centre wing. They build. I look forward towards Owen and Patterson. The ball hasn't reached them yet. Sundstrom runs for it. He's taken to ground. Hand pass comes back to Sundstrom. He snaps at goal across the face of the goal front and through for a behind. And he was within his rights to have a ping.
Within his rights to pass it to Nicholas Patterson. That's what I reckon.
It's a behind only. It's 15-13, 103 to 5-10-40. We creep to the 18-minute mark of the final quarter. The win is never in doubt, but how many will Nicholas Patterson finish with?
Oh, no! Patterson led. Oh, dearie me. What has happened there? It's a travesty of justice. What are you doing, Jesse Boundy?
Patterson turned around and just walked away, but we don't know what he was thinking from here.
No, but in fairness, the man with the ball had no idea that the 9-goal spearhead was right behind him, right to take the mark, but he's having a shot on goal, and that's not going to be rushed through, not quite made it, and rushed through from behind. So that is 1 goal 6 now in this quarter for them.
It's teasing.
Oh.
It's teasing.
We're running out of time.
Yes, of course, and at the end of the game, those thongs are there, and so too is the beanie. I wonder. I don't think we have to wonder too much, but we'll wait and see. This is a good grab taken at half-back. Peter Diedrichsen kicks from half-back towards half-forward. A reasonable kick and a pretty reasonable grab taken by Gallick. Gallick into the forward pocket. Kicked it well. Haven't seen a lot of number 99, but he was there for that mark and that kick. And some heads, hung a bit. as Anthony Bruggioni has the grab in the left forward pocket. He'll kick from about 35. And kick one.
He only got 2 last time they played too.
Haven't kicked a goal in this last quarter yet. Bruggioni with the blue boots starts his journey. Breaks into a gallop right now. Comes in. Oh, he's missed. Kicked across the face of the goal front. Has the length, but not the accuracy. So in this last quarter, we've had 1 goal 9, 3 behinds to Eastern Park, and 1 goal 6 to Colonel Light Gardens. And we've gone 19, almost 20 minutes in this final term. Tony.
And you can see here the options for Colonel Light Gardens. They're given the space, but all their players pushed down the ground when Eastern Park had the shot on goal. It's going to come back now. Patterson's just come back down this end of the ground from being in the middle. So their work rate from siren to siren is something that they said they were going to do, and they're executing sensationally as Preston gets after this ball.
Preston just outside 50. Where is he? He's on the lead. Patterson, no, he's not going to quite get there. Carter, you spoiled the party. Get Carter. Anyway, ball out at halfback. Oh, I got a sinking feeling about this.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
It's still time. There can't be that much time. We've had 1 goal 300 in this last quarter. Ball's in the centre. He's going to go forward for Eastern Park again. Player out on his own here. Morgan Freeman. Where's he going to go? Just outside 50. Who's leading? He's got someone short, and the mark's been taken. That looks like it's O'Loughlin there. And O'Loughlin will have a shot for goal from just on the 50.
We need the goal after the siren. That's what we're looking for.
Oh, but can the crowd rush? It could be like the 100th goal for a season. Can the crowd rush on the ground? At the moment, it's with James O'Loughlin. Kicks from 50. It's going to not quite make the distance. Still in play. Oh, can't quite get it there. Clements, the captain, bounced over his head. Burgoyne's got it. Burgoyne's not made the distance. And Dodson, I think it is again, goes out to Wood. Get the ball down the other end of the ground quickly. Oh, he's kicked to a 2-on-1. Carter can't take the mark. Get the handball through to Bruggioni. Couldn't quite. Now it's an opportunity here for Mark Webber. Races off like a Formula One. On it goes there now to Diedrichson. Liked his game. He's tried hard all day. Clements, geez, the ball's... He's got it this time now. The kick inside 50. And the mark's been taken. That's Sumner. Sumner's tried hard. Kicks through to Williamson. Williamson has had a shot at goal and he's missed. Dearie me, what is going on in this last quarter? Tired, fatigued players, and how do they perform under fatigue and stress, Tony?
That's my material, Vince. You get your own. Anyway, as commentators, what a game it's been. I tell you what, I bought about 15 pairs. I should have bought 21 pairs of thongs, or we can cut up the 1 pair and just give them all a little bit of rubber each, because what a sensational team effort it has been, gentlemen.
No doubt about it, and I can also tell you, for the benefit of those who might have just joined us, everybody, bar 2 players, in 1 half of the ground. One of those 2 players is Nicholas Patterson, who has kicked 9 goals, and we've gone 22 minutes of this final term, and there is a free kick. Free kick goes by way of Colonel Light. Yeah. Rushing back there is Patterson. He gets back there. He's got Zach Owen on him. He's got it! He's taken the grab in front of Zach Owen. Owen was high and mighty, but guess what? Patterson was a little better, a little stronger, and took the grab with a superbly timed leap in the air. And he nonchalantly walks back. Big crowd here. All eyes locked onto the boot of Nicholas Patterson with 9 goals. He'll kick just inside 50. It's a long way. Patterson's kick. On its way! On its way! It is a goal! He's kicked the Big Ten! He has kicked the Big Ten! Nicholas Patterson, 1-0. Bo Derek, number 10. He's got it. As he was. What a performance. And the crowd, they go ape-dropping, but the crowd and the supporters as well are applauding the performance of their spearhead.
Great mother of God, Peter. Listen, I'm going to go and buy a long sleeve number 18 Colonel Light Gardens jumper after this, first of all. And luckily he got that one, because at this point in the game he had 1 thong. When he got the double figures, then he got 2 thongs.
And well deserved. He's had to work hard and you've made him wait, Mr. Neal. Well played. Conlon up high. Gets it through there to Sam Vivian. Tackled immediately. Umpire's going to come in. Well, blow the siren now. Well, he's got his 10th goal. Now it's time to blow the siren, enjoy it, get him over here, and let us all enjoy and clap. What a magnificent performance individually that we have seen today at Street Fleet Park. Up it goes again. That's the third one. Conlon again with the tap. Kicked off the ground, but it's picked up there, and that'll be by Carter Grieve. Kick goes out towards the wing. Oh, well done there by Jesse Boundy. Gets it forward to Bruggioni. Excellent spoil there from MacGyver, but opportunity here. Surely it's not. Surely it's not. Oh, excellent. What a spoil from Zach Owen. There's Bruggioni's followed up, and he's hit the post. A little bit of an anticlimax there. That was a good play from Bruggioni.
He was being held as well, Vince. He's had one arm taken off and both legs hobbled, and still managed to get to the ball there, Patterson. But, well, let's see whether he can get to 11. That's the target.
MacGyver slams the ball on the boot. Very close to full time. We've gone 25 minutes in the last quarter with just one goal scored, and that was by Nicholas Patterson, who made the 10th. One of the most memorable that he'll ever kick. And for those that are here, and including commentators, seldom do we get to see a 10-goal performance as he grabs the mark in the left forward pocket again. Patterson at the 26-minute mark of this last quarter. Siren sounds. Well, we thought he might get a kick after the siren. He has. And this is for number 11. As he walks back, can't deviate from the run-up. Players now a little nonplussed, some shaking hands. Nicholas Patterson, drop punt kick on its way. Oh, its way!
Legs 11!
He's kicked 11 goals on the 7th of August, 2021 at the Colonel Lights Gardens. You little beauty! What a memorable performance by the Spearhead. 11 goals and full time. The score is impressive. 16-15, 1-1-17 to Eastern Park. 5-12-42. Tony's got the big job of going out there and trying to work through the maul and get the right player for his prizes. A memorable performance, Vince. So thrilled to be here and bring you some of the excitement as a dog chases a bird onto the ground at 100 miles an hour.
Yes, and that's exactly what Nicholas Patterson did, was at 100 miles an hour. So, unbelievable performance, 11 goals. And, Tony's got his work cut out to work out who's going to be best player today. I wouldn't think it would take him too long, though, to find the right man with the number 18 Guernsey. And he will shortly bring him over here for a well-deserved pair of Archies. 11 goals, Nick Patterson. 5 goals, Eastern Park. I know that's always horrible to mention that, but that's the reality of today's game. What a powerful performance by Colonel Light Gardens today on the back of a 3-week break. And they said they wanted to be ready today, and they most certainly were ready for this game. So, Tony, just see Tony's walking back over with him at the moment. And
I wonder if he's kicked anything like that before, Vince.
Well, that's probably a question that we may ask. Is that his record haul? I see the bandage has come off the left thigh. Don't know why it went on with the left thigh. I think all 11 got kicked with the right leg. But he's had an unbelievable game, and you're right, just a privilege to be able to see here and watch it and call it. He's gone from 33 to 44, which, given what the other results will be, will only put him only a couple behind where the leaders are. There's actually 4 players in the 40s at the moment.
He looked so clean. He took so many strong marks.
Yep.
And he kicked so well, too. It was an amazing performance.
So just getting set up here. We'll shortly cross to Tony. And yes, Tony, surprise, surprise, who have you got?
Well, gentlemen, here we are, an absolute superstar, Nicholas Patterson, mate. What a game. 11 goals. We were going to give you one thong when you're at 9, but you got the double figures, so we got a pair of thongs, mate. Plenty of space in the forward line to work with today, first of all.
Yep, yeah, our structure that we've set up over the last 6 to 8 weeks, it sort of gives plenty of space for me, Bryce and little Adam. So, yeah, it's beautiful, the space we've got just to lead into, and the midfield today were, unbelievable.
That was my next question, the delivery in. How is it? You know, you've got players with the space to lead into, but you rely on the delivery, so you've got a few other players to thank, I guess?
I certainly do, yeah, the entire midfield. I'll name Sam Vivian. He was unbelievable today. I don't know how many tackles he would have had, 40 odd, but the delivery from those boys today was, I've never had it like that, so it's nice to finish off their good work, I guess.
And mate, you're a good size. I'm 6'1", and you're towering over me. You're probably 6'3", 6'4". They had a big tall guy out at centre forward, and they didn't put him on you, but how many opponents did you have today, do you reckon?
I think I had 2, and then the last 2 minutes, I think they switched over just because, he got mixed up in the pack, so... But no, 2 in the end. But.
Okay, so 11 goals. Is that your biggest bag?
Yeah, certainly. In A grade, probably second best was 6, I reckon. So, it was nice just to finish off the work from the midfielders.
And you play out here, of course. This is your home ground, train here. Have you got a favourite end?
Yeah, I certainly do. I love that pocket over there where we finished off. So I love, finishing training with a few snags from the pocket over there. So. Yeah, I love that end.
Well, it's worth, any young player out there looking, that's worth doing that extra effort at the end of training, mate. You're a superstar. The other thing to note, late in the last quarter, they were having a shot, and I did notice, mate, you were still pushing up to the centre of the ground with about a minute or 2 to go. So something that was really pushed at three-quarter time was work rate and finishing well with the structures.
Yeah, certainly. We feel like we've been underrated most of the year by a lot of people, and we wanted to make that statement. We've made statement after statement, and I think this is the biggest statement we've made as a footy club. The structure works, and it's proven that it works. So if we stick to it, then we'll get rewarded like I did today. So it was good.
All right, Nicholas, you're a very humble man, mate, and sensational. As I said, I've offered to buy your jumper off you. If you won't give me that one, I'm going to buy one with number 18 on the back with Colonel Gardens. It's been a pleasure to watch you, mate. 11 goals. We're going to award you, of course, the Dartfish beanie, first of all, if you can put that on. Get that on, and of course the beautiful Archie's thongs, mate. They support your Archers for many more goal scoring days, mate. So sensational effort to you and the team, and best wishes for the rest of the season, mate. You're an absolute superstar.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, so well done, Tony, and well done absolutely to Nick Patterson. What an unbelievable performance that was. Have a look at how it finished up, and again, surprisingly, these figures on the screen here are remarkably even in terms of inside 50s, ruck taps and clearances. And Eastern Park, well, they out-tackled, so it wasn't as if they didn't work hard. They were just totally outplayed by a far superior team here today.
I think, Vince, the key to when I was watching the game as intently as I could was there weren't too many times when the ball was with a Colonel like Gardens defender who found the mark. When they were running from defence, they found a player who then found a player who then found a player. And I know Tony was making
who then found Nicholas Patterson.
Yeah, and it was like they had blindfolds on. They knew exactly where their teammates were going to be, and the further the game went, the further it looked like it was one player dominating. And a win like that, 26, what's that? Let's work that out. 31 scoring shots to 17. And in the last quarter, 1 goal, 7. That win and the way that he produced that performance by Nicholas Patterson, it wasn't too much wrong about anything that was played in the game today.
Well, he actually kicked the last 5 goals for... he was on 6, and then kicked the last 5 goals for them to go through to 11 after the siren. We thought there might be a goal after the siren. We thought it might be the 10th goal, but it turned out to be his 11th. So, apart from him, let's not forget Bruggioni's blistering first quarter where he kicked 3 goals. Smith, after his heroics 2 weeks ago standing the mark, was up forward. He got 1, Kitson got 1, Sam Tom got 1 for the visitors, only the 5. There was 1 multiple goal scorer in McMullen who got 2, and singles to McIver. Burgoyne only the 1 for Burgoyne, who who will now have moved behind
Yep.
Patterson on the goal scoring list, and Morgan Freeman won in the third quarter.
And I really liked the way that he conducted himself in the interview afterwards. He was very quick to give credit, particularly to the speed and the athleticism and the accuracy of Adam Bruggioni, and he talked about his players who all were looking for him all the time. And our effects mic can pick up all sorts of things. You might have just picked up
So we've certainly doubled that today. It was just fantastic to watch and fantastic to be a part of. And as you mentioned, it was really good from his perspective, Nick, to mention the players in the midfield. I thought, Emmett Wood played. It was interesting that Emmett Wood in all four quarters played this side of the ground, in the commentary side, and we really enjoyed that because we had the opportunity to see him have a really good influence. Conlon was really cagey in the ruck in his work to work himself around Big Marsden and be able to jump over him and give them first use of the ball. We mentioned Bruggioni, of course, his blistering start as well. There were a few players for Eastern Park that were quite good too. Look, Diedrichsen tried hard all day. They had Knapp and McMullen that were serviceable in the forward line without getting the opportunity, obviously, that Nick Patterson was afforded down the other end of the ground. Freeman's second half was quite good, but overall, Tony mentioned during the call that they had 21 contributors today, and I was struggling to find and look through. You normally look through some of the players and say, I didn't really call him a lot, but you can go right through that side and think there was times and pockets where different players stood up and they all contributed fantastically well.
after quarter time they kicked 3 goals 11 after they kicked the first goal of the match. They were outscored in every quarter, and the score and the finish was, I think, a fair indication as to the significant dominance of the side that knew what was on today, and they came out and they performed magnificently.
They did, and kudos to them. They remain on top, and they will now have the opportunity to continue their run into the finals. So don't forget, everyone, that you can go onto our Facebook page, the Adelaide Footy League Facebook page, and check all the game day results and all the information. You can actually get some information from fabulous Phil Herden, who will provide some summary on what's happened in Division 1 today. Let's look at what's happening for us going forward. So next week, I've actually got the bye, and we've actually, I think, got Nick Cosme, who's actually done the boundary riding for most of the year, and young Ned Maguire and yourself in the commentary next week. So look forward to doing a bit of critiquing on the young lads next week. So we'll see how they'll go. The 3 more rounds towards to the end of the year now, so it's hotting up. I still love this division. I just think again that it's so open, and we had Lockleys lose their first 3 games of the year, then win 8 in a row. We've had both these teams since about round 4 or 5 go on fantastic runs where they've only lost 1 or 2 games for the whole year. Eastern Park couldn't quite get it done today. They just didn't seem like they were ready, like Colonel Light Gardens were. So apart from that, obviously today we've got to thank our innovative and just superb boundary rider in Mr. Neil. Which way's that wind going, Tony?
Towards the goals.
To both Jameses on the cameras, to Cam, and to Alejandro and Tim, our producers. What a fantastic day we've all been here to witness a player kick 11 goals. Thanks, obviously, to catch.com.au and Dartfish. Screaming good deals. Thank you, Tony. Catch.com.au and Dartfish. Fielding Footy, Sports Interactive, Interchanger. To our boundary rider, brought to us by Villies, and don't we all love a Villies pie? And to Nicholas Patterson, who got the Dartfish beanie and the magnificent pair of Archie thongs. Thank you, one and all. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Well done, Nicholas Patterson, and good luck to Colonel Light Gardens and Eastern Park, who will both play finals this year.